We go and we're going live. Stream should be up. I made sure to post all that other stuff on Instagram and all that stuff yesterday, so I wouldn't have to do it at the start of the stream today. Hey, Justin West, hey, it's all good. Thank you for taking the time to tune in today. I appreciate it. You have 3 shiny Finizen? We managed to find one. It took a little bit, but we did, in fact, manage to find one. And let me fire up Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, or just Pokemon Scarlet. It's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but you only have the one game. I'm only playing Pokemon Scarlet. I'm not playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet together at the same time. We're just playing the one. Here we go. Shift it over. You got the good music at the start. Is it not playing? Oh, it's the kids cheering. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. The good music in the start. Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate it. Justin West, I'm doing good, doing good. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. It means a lot. I appreciate it. We were shiny hunting Frigabacks today in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Oh, look, it's a Snover. Yesterday, we got a shiny Snover. We were doing the shiny hunt for Frigabacks yesterday. We started. I had some stuff to do, so I did a shorter stream. That's why I'm starting earlier today to make up for yesterday. But we were out here looking for our boy Frigabacks, and I found a shiny Snover really fast. I think it was, what was it? 20 minutes into the stream I found it? I couldn't believe it. That's the fastest I've ever found a shiny. And the thing is, too, that one I think is full odds because my sandwich was boosting dragon encounters, and that's a steel, or not steel, that's a ice grass type, so it was full odds normal shiny. I was like, holy shoot, that's insane. Never gotten something like that before since we started doing the shiny hunt, because when we found the oh, you're watching after you ended. Thank you so much, Justin West. I appreciate that, watching the replays of the stream. But we found the Magikarp, but the thing is, the Magikarp, we technically had the sandwich down for it. And, I mean, I don't really think that made that much of a difference because of where we were. We're using a water sandwich boost in the ocean where only water-type Pokemon spawn normally, so I don't really want to count that. And I also did find the low kicks while I was playing, actually, like, just straight up playing the game for the first time. But since we started doing the shiny hunts, that was the first one we got. Look at that Barraskewda. That's up a bit in the river. I didn't know they could spawn that high up. Noivern, Glalie, Venomoth. Venomoth is bad. I don't want that. Excuse me. Rufflet. I keep getting Rufflets, I feel like. Psyduck. I feel like Rufflets are the ones I get the most. You missed a shiny? In the stream? Seriously? Yesterday? A Frigabacks? Are you serious? What was... What... Oh... Really? What minute in? Do you know? Could you... I'll check right now. Just tell me, like, the timestamp it was. Or did you leave a... If you left a comment, I could go look. I missed a shiny? There's no way. It was kind of hard at certain points when there was the snowstorm. But I don't think... Can't remember. Oh, I might have to watch it back then. Go look for that. I can't believe, did I miss a shiny? I feel like they're really easy to see because look at the... It was in the snowstorm. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's the thing. The stupid snowstorms. That makes it so hard to see, especially up here. Because the shinies look like the normal one to begin with. Like they're turquoise and stuff. I mean, like, if you look at them side by side... I mean, well, to be fair, look at the thumbnail of the stream. Like, I got the shiny side by side, the normal ones, and you can barely even tell. The way I've been looking is the... On its hands, it's got, like, the drool or the snot or whatever it is. And it's supposed to be pink. See, all these are yellow. And also, too, I think... You see how the circles on the back are, like, that blue? I think on the shiny, you can't see... those, like, the circles aren't as prominent. Like, it's a little harder to see them. Because they're a similar color to the rest of the body. No, no, no. I don't see any down there. Look at Dande. He looks so cool. Charizard's so cool in this game. I love the face, how they changed him. Because Charizard, normally, like, it just looked, I mean, just like Charizard, I guess. Just like the normal face. But then they completely changed it. Do you have a... I don't even know what that is. You mean it's a Titan? I don't think I do. But, Charizard, they completely changed how he looked for this game. And I think it's so cool. Because Leon's Charizard, I mean, I guess in the picture there, he looks normal-ish. But then when you actually look at him, like, look at his face. Like, compare that to that. It looks completely different. He looks so mean, and like, maybe it's like the eyebrow type things. Yeah, I think those are more like protruding, like the kind of, I guess, the lumps above his eyes that like kind of mimic eyebrows. It makes him look so much tougher and meaner. Like he should. I mean, it's Charizard, a big, bad, strong Pokemon. Yeah, he's a starter. You know, the starters kind of wanted to be nice and friendly, but I mean, it was Gen 1 starter. That was years, over 20-something years ago. We can move on from that. That's not one over there walking off the cliff right there behind Ghastly, is it? Why? Don't leave me alone! One thing I noticed, too, the audio from Frigabax when you first... Do I have to just start taking them out? The audio when you first encounter them sounds like the Star Wars gun shooting off, like... That's what it sounds like. Like, look up Star Wars, like, AT-AT shooting, or, like, yeah, I think those. ATTE. They're, like, walker things from, like, the 5th movie on Hoth. Look up the sound of those things shooting. That's what it sounds like. Got a gimme Ghoul coin there. Oh, and great, here comes the snowstorm. No. I'm gonna have to go to the other side of the mountain. I think the other side of the mountain might not have this snowstorm. Ooh, Axies. Ooh, Fractures. I just found a shiny Axie right there. That would have been really sick. Oh, low kicks. Didn't even see him there. He's blending in with the ground. Made it hard to see him. Got away safely. Thank you. Citadel. Hello. So I wonder if... I'm going to grab that Pokeball. And that thing right there. I wonder if we leave the snow area. So if I exit this... Why is the snowstorm still here? Leave me alone. Going to the grass. Never mind, I guess the snowstorm's just everywhere. These things are so annoying. I can barely see. What are they doing? I get it, maybe it's like, oh, it's supposed to be like actually in a snowstorm on a mountain. What? I mean, come on now. I don't have to deal with this looking for shiny Frigabax. I'll admit, I've been nailing the name. I don't think I've said Baxcalibur once for what shiny I'm looking for. I've gotten Frigabax every time. Compared to last shiny hunt, Finizen, I'd always just say Palafin. I think I said Palafin more than I said Finizen. I don't know. There was only a handful of times where I said Finizen and got it right first try. I kept saying Palafin. Because, I mean, to be fair, they look exact. Do I have him with me? Look, he looks exactly the same. The only difference, I think, is that, on the heart on the chest. I think that's the only difference. I got 2 shiny Pokemon in an outbreak. Not even 10 seconds apart today. Oh my, what Pokemon? Finizen? Because you said you found a bunch of those. You all have the better shiny luck than me. I mean, I can't complain. We did good yesterday with that, Snover. That was a really cool one. I was happy we found that Snover. No. 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 Sneasel, go away. I really don't like Sneasel. I don't know what it is. I have never liked Sneasel. I always just don't... I've always just not liked it. I don't know why. Dude, I think it's Gen... No, Sneasel's Johto. Weavile's Sinnoh. And the thing is, like, I like Weavile. Like, it's fine. Sneasel, though, I've never liked. I don't know why. I must just have something against it from, like, a past life or something like that. Because I really don't know why I wouldn't like Sneasel. It's from Johto. It had an EX Pokemon card in the first ever set that had EX cards. It's a dark ice type. I mean, it's kind of cool. The shiny's really cool. I don't know, I've just never liked Sneasel. Oh, Reverum. No, did I say Kanto? My bad. Sneasel's from Johto, Gen 2. I just never liked it. I don't know why. So it's just been one of those Pokemon I've just disliked. Like, I feel like there's certain Pokemon that everyone just kind of unanimously doesn't like. Like, you look at, what's that one? The ugly thing. Purugly. Everyone hates Purugly. Bruxish, the fish from Alola. Everyone hates Bruxish. For me, though, my most hated Pokemon, Ambipom and Apom. Apom and Ambipom. Though I hate those things so much. And the reason why I hate them is because, I mean, one, they're kind of weird. They're mostly like the monkey Pokemon, like the gorilla Pokemon, like the starter from last gen. It's Grookey, Thwacky, Rillaboom. Rillaboom's pretty cool. But like, you look at the monkey Pokemon we've got. Infernape's the only good one. The rest you have, the stupid trio from Unova. The first evolutions are cool. Simisear, Simipour, Pansage. But then, the evolutions are absolutely disgusting. Oh no, it's Panpour, Pansage, Pansear. And then it's Simisage, Simisear, Simipour. Yeah, those are the evolutions. The evolved ones, I hate. They should have just left those at a single stage, don't evolve Pokemon. That would have been so much better. I do not like those things at all. I think they have decently cool shinies, though, because they've been in Pokemon Go. But don't like those things at all. Apom, Ambipom, both absolutely horrible. Ambipom just looks so bad. It's just such a horrible design. And another reason why I dislike them, too, they're so hard to catch in Pokemon Go. They're so hard to catch. In Pokemon Go, every time you see an Apom, it's got a red circle around it. And if you look at the Pokemon cards from the Pokemon Go set, I've mentioned this every time I open the Pokemon Go set. I made sure to point this out. I always pulled that stupid Apom card. I mean, to be fair, it's a small set, so it's easy to pull out of the same cards, especially for the commons. But you look at the artwork, it's Apom standing there smiling, running from a Pokeball as there's a pile of Pokeballs around it. Literally because it's so hard to catch in the game. And I'll just note, that's one of my favorite details Pokemon added in from that whole set, because that's so real. It's so hard to catch those things in the game. And it's not like something you'd expect. Like, you wouldn't expect Apom to be a difficult Pokemon to catch. And as someone that maybe just opens a TCG and doesn't play Pokemon Go, but they open the Pokemon Go set because it's a part of the TCG, they see Apom and they're like, why is it all the Pokeballs around it? They wouldn't even know. For those of us that play Pokemon Go and have tried to catch those stupid things, you know. It's a pain to catch. Yeah, I know, it's so frustrating. Exactly. We get it in raids soon. What can we get in raids soon? I just rattled off a whole bunch of different Pokemon there in that little, when I was just rambling there. One raid I never did, I kind of wish I did do, was the Suicune guy. I don't even know its name. It's not Roaring something, is it? It has Swift Swim as its ability. I think it's probably really good. Oh, Rillaboom's coming to the raids. Oh, sweet. I saw Greninja was in them. I'm mad I missed that. Although, we should be getting Froakie Community Day as the next comm day for Pokemon Go for August. So, I'll get a shiny there and transfer it over to this game and evolve it and have a shiny Greninja in this game. Because, I mean, Greninja's fine, but I want a shiny one. That's going to be sick. Walking Wake. Yeah. That thing, I mean, I think in the book, right? In this game. Or is that just a leak? Oh, I think I have to go to the library, or the school for it. But there was a version of it that everyone thought was what it was going to be. I can't think of what it was called. I mean, it might not even have had a name. You're playing for the Froakie? Yeah, it's going to be an awesome one. Because Greninja is such a cool Pokemon. And the shiny... Greninja's one... I should have said that when I was talking about the best shinies the other day. Greninja's one of the best shinies. Greninja might be... I put Greninja as the same level as Charizard, for being honest. The only reason I think people would put Charizard above is because he's more iconic. Shiny Greninja's a good one. The black Greninja with the red tongue, because the tongue's only pink, but they make it red to really pop. We're the gold star of the card. Oh, you have a shiny Greninja already? That's a really cool one. The starters, there's a lot of really cool shiny starters. Swampert, he's really cool. And then I guess this is like everything. There's some really good ones and some okay ones and some bad ones. Like for instance, Hoenn. Blaziken, meh. I'd say it's bad because you can barely even tell the difference. Sceptile, it's okay. It's one of the ones that just made it like the neon type color and it's kind of meh. Then you have Swampert. I think Swampert's a really good one. Then you look at... I'd say all the Kanto ones are good. I'm trying to think of Johto. I think they're all just kind of... They just changed the kind of... Essentially the brightness of the color. Is this rock here like a spawn point for Arctibax? Because both times we've come up here, yesterday and today, we've seen it. You got a shiny Giratina? I don't like shiny Giratina. I like the normal Giratina. I wish they kind of did like what they did for Mega Gengar, where they made it all white. I think that would have been a lot cooler. I don't like the blue and like that yellow. I just don't think it looks that good. I like Giratina's normal colorway really cool. I think that's really cool. But, I don't know. I've just never liked the shiny one. Maybe it's because, like I've mentioned this before, I think when those games were out, it might have been during Platinum, you could have gone, if you brought your DS and your game to GameStop, you'd get a free shiny one. And I think it might just be because I saw so many people with that, I kind of started to dislike it because I just simply saw it so much. But normal Giratina is awesome. I love that Pokemon. Look at Frigabax, he's running down the hill. You know what? I like Frigabax's design. I was making fun of it a bit before. It is a pretty good design. It's like a cute little silly derpy Pokemon. I like his cry too, like I was saying. It sounds like the guns from Star Wars. A starter though that I think is a really good shiny, Decidueye. I was playing with my brother and he degened in Legends Arceus. So he has all these shinies from that game. I'm like, that game I think is relatively easy to get shinies in. So he's always talking about how crazy it is. I'm like, I don't think it's hard to get them. I mean, it is still a shiny at the end of the day. But he transferred most of them over to this game because I don't play Legends Arceus. And so he can flex his shinies on me when we're playing together. And he was running around with shiny Decidueye. That thing looks way cooler than I thought it did. Because I had only seen it on the cards. And the shiny Decidueye cards we've had were the full art shiny Decidueye from Hidden Fates. And then we had a normal shiny Decidueye from Shining Fates. And both of them, they look fine. But I don't know what it was. I felt just it looked like... I don't know how to describe it. If honestly, this might not make sense. But the first thing that comes to mind with me when I try to describe how I thought it looked on the card, looked more green. But then when I saw the one in the game, it was like white wings, I think. And the head was like the dark red and there was like black all over it. I was like, that thing looks gnarly, man. It looks like a real like ghost owl. Like it's really, really cool. So that's a shiny I really want to get, although I don't think that's in the game. I don't think you can get Rowlet in here. Rowlet's my favorite starter. I have a life-size Rowlet, the plushy Pokemon thing. I bought a life-size one. It's awesome. The thing's huge. And Rowlet, I think, would be an awesome Pokemon to shiny hunt. I don't know how, though. Want to battle sometime? Yeah, for sure. I want to make this shiny team. Then once I have the shiny team, I think I might try to start like doing the battling and stuff. Because I haven't finished the normal, or not the normal story, the post-game battling. So I'm going to do that with the shiny team. Then I want to do like actual like PvP with the full shiny team. I think that'd be fun. No. I wonder, can you? No way you can get him in here. I'm trying to think where you would be able to. I think it's only transferring it over. Ugh, sorry for yawning. I don't know why. I just yawn. All the time. I'm not tired. I don't feel tired. Like, if I tried to go to bed right now, I ain't falling asleep. I'm just gonna be laying there. That's one thing I hate. When you do feel tired, though, and then you go to bed, and you're just laying there awake. You know how cool it would be if we found him on the highest point up here? Snover, he's pissed because we took his shiny brother yesterday. But we find the shiny Frigibax at the highest point in Paldea. That would be sick. Okay, back down the mountain we go. Oh my god, what's that? No, that's not shiny. That's not shiny. How long are we going? 22 minutes? I think the sandwiches last 30 minutes. It's easy to tell here because Frigibaxes are pretty rare normally. Like, you don't just see them spawning around. Sneasel. I don't care about Sneasel. I was literally just talking about how I dislike Sneasel. You have a lot of the Rowlets. I like shiny hunting though. I think it's fun. Honestly, I didn't know how much I'd like this shiny hunting stuff when I first started doing it. Like, I just did it because I was like, that seems like it'd be something challenging to do. But I enjoy it. This is fun. Running around, playing Pokemon, talking about all kinds of things Pokemon, streaming when I do it. Honestly, if I didn't stream when I do this, I think I'd go insane. Because I'd just be, or if I didn't have someone or something to talk to. I'd just be sitting here in silence. And I'd go crazy. But with the stream, gotta be entertaining, gotta keep talking the whole time. So it makes the time go by a lot faster. Like, these streams fly by when I'm sitting here, we're rambling on about all kinds of stuff in Pokemon. Oh my gosh, and for Obsidian Flames, I don't know if it was you or someone else was saying that I should just buy the Japanese set and open that early when I wait for the English set of Obsidian Flames. The Japanese one is Ruler of the Black... Is it Black Flame or Black Sky? It was you? Hang on, let me look real quick. I posted a whole bunch of stuff about it. I think it was Ruler of the Black Sky? Ruler of the Black Flame. Gosh, Ruler of the Black Flame is the Japanese one. That comes out this Friday. And I thought the English one didn't come out till the end of August. I think I said August 28th or something like that. That's when I thought it came out. And so I was like, no, I'm not going to order it because I'll order it and then it'll get here and then it'll be like a week or two and then the English one will come out. But I'm like, that week or two, like, that'd be fun to open it. So I actually considered ordering some. But then I checked again the release date for English. I'm like, actually, no, I didn't check in. I saw it in the video Pokemon made because I made the video about how you can get, the Dark Terror type Charizard. And in the video that I saw, they put up the release date for this, August 11th. So if I order the Japanese stuff, which comes out this Friday, it's, by the time it gets here, the English one will be out. And with some English pre-orders, I don't know if this is always, I think it might depend on where you order from. I don't even remember where I ordered it from. I think it was when I pre-ordered, this is a good hack for you guys. If you still want to open the Pokemon Go set, hey, yo, Brian McKinney, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. It means a lot. We're currently shiny hunting Frigabacks right now to then evolve into a shiny Baxcalibur. And currently, we're talking about the new Pokemon TCG set coming out. Pokemon Obsidian Flames. I am so excited for that set. And the thing is, with that set, you have the Japanese one coming out this Friday, and then 2 weeks later, the English one comes out. Which is a quick turnaround. Because, if I'm not mistaken, most of the time for it goes Japanese to English, it's like weeks. I mean, not weeks. It's about a month. I think it's normally like a long time. This one I feel is really, really quick. And I mean, I say it normally a long time acting like I don't know. I follow along with all this stuff. It's just I simply don't remember off the top of my head. But I think it's normally at least a month. This one's 2 weeks later. We're getting the English one after the Japanese one. And by the time the Japanese stuff will come in the mail, the English stuff would be releasing. In some English places, or some places when you pre-order the English stuff, you get it early. I think Toy Wiz, I was going to do the Pokemon Center, but I think the Pokemon Center marked up the prices a significant amount for Obsidian Flames, so I didn't order it from there. I didn't even see that thing up there in the tree. Do you have a sandwich? Yes, I do the... it's about to expire, so I'll show you where I get the sandwich. I buy one from one of the restaurants in Messagoza. I don't make it for this. Because it's... I gotta tell this story again. So when the game first came out, Baxcalibur was like my favorite new Pokemon from Gen 9. And I'm like, I saw he was good in PvP. I'm like, I want to get a cracked one for battling. So I grinded for the perfect nature one. I wanted the adamant nature one. Grinded. Look, I was going through, catching them. I didn't even know the sandwiches were a thing at the start. That's why I said I grinded for it. You might think, oh, one box, that's not really grinding for one. I didn't know the sandwiches were a thing. So I found most of these just normal spawns in the wild. Then once I found the sandwich, I ended up finding the nature I wanted really quickly. But then after I got it, it was either my brother or one of my friends, someone told me, he's like, oh, you could just use the mint to change the nature. And I was like, what? You can just use the mint? I didn't even know. So I wasted the time grinding for that, but I have that Baxcalibur now, and he was my ace Pokemon during my playthrough. He's absolutely cracked. Use all the proteins. Look at that, 302 attack. That's insane, and he's not even level 100 yet. I'm on Scarlet. I do play in Pokemon Scarlet. How long did it take to find the shiny Finizen? I streamed the whole thing, so it was about... We did 2... Let me look. How long did it take to get the shiny Finizen? That was the longest one. We found Bisharp in 2 hours, 28 minutes. Finizen was... We did a 2, 4, 6, 7... About 7.5 hours is what it took to find Finizen. Delibird? Oh, I thought he was like leaning over. I didn't realize he was like flying there. But back to the Pokemon cards. Let me finish this real quick. With some of the stuff you pre-order it gets here early. I think I ordered from Toy Wiz because the Pokemon Center jacked up the prices. I actually had an order from the Pokemon Center. Saw the Toy Wiz prices were cheaper. Canceled the Pokemon Center order and ordered from Toy Wiz. I don't know how quickly they get pre-orders to you. But I do know for places like Amazon, if it's sold, this is what you have to look for. When you're looking on Amazon, it says sold by, it goes shipped by and sold by. If it says shipped by Amazon and sold by Amazon, that's coming directly from Amazon. You know that's going to be legit product, and it'll get there extremely fast. I pre-ordered, I think, 4 Alolan Executor V-Boxes for the Pokemon Go set, and I think I got it the day before release. Because it released on, all the sets always release on Friday. I think I got it on a Thursday. Or I got it on that Friday. No, I think that's what it was. I think it came in on that Friday. So, like, literally, I got it day of release from the pre-order off Amazon. But the thing is, it has to be sold and shipped by Amazon. It can't just be shipped by Amazon. Because there's a lot of, like, companies out there that sell on Amazon. So it says shipped by Amazon. It's got the Amazon Prime and all that stuff. But it's not actually coming from Amazon. It's coming from some other company that just ships through Amazon. So that's where you can run into, like, fake stuff, or stuff takes forever to get there, all that kind of stuff. But I always, if I see stuff on Pokemon, for Pokemon products from Amazon, and it's sold and shipped by Amazon, it might get there either day of release or early in some cases. You want to do a Union Circle? I'm good for now. I'm just shiny hunting on my own. I appreciate it, though. Like I said, once I finish this shiny team I'm assembling, I'm gonna start playing. I want to play against some of the viewers and stuff, and I'll do some PvP stuff with the all shiny team. But right now we're flying solo out on Galisado Mountain, the place where I grinded and trained, getting my perfect nature Baxcalibur. Even though I didn't even need to. Dude, I popped the sandwich right away. I think it lasts about 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go real quick to the Dragon's Lair. And see if we can find one in there. And see what we can get. But I was playing with my brother, and he has, what's it called? Violet? And look, I was looking for these. I was kind of shiny hunting it for a little bit. I used a sandwich and was kind of looking around for a bit. Look at how cool this thing is. Iron Thorns. Oh my gosh, he looks awesome. The shiny one of that silver too. That's such a cool shiny. Alright. No. Who'd I encounter? What is the name of this guy? Gravard? It's not... Houndstone's the evolution. Gravard? I don't know if I've ever heard that name before, or said that name out loud. Oh my gosh. Because I have a Houndstone. But now that I think of it, I might have caught it as a Houndstone. Because over on the back side of this mountain, by, like, the river, you can find the wild Houndstones just with, like, a cluster of the Gravestone guy, the pre-evolution just around him. One thing I really like about this mountain is this stuff kind of spawns all over. You'd think they only spawn, like, the pathways and stuff. Like, look, I'm just on the side of this thing. I'm going the wrong way. Where's the Dragon's Lair? I'm going the complete opposite direction. I need the Violet exclusive. Yeah, I'm on... My brother has Violet, so I was playing with him to get that stuff. I don't actually have it myself. Is it this way, then? I'm trying to take you guys to the Dragon's Lair, the place where guarantees of Frigaback spawn. No, no. Am I dumb? Can I not find it? Or was it right there? I went there yesterday, like, right away, no problems. Oh, it is right here. There we go. I was running the wrong way. Ooh, Pokeball. Let's grab that. How many shinies have you gotten in one day? The most I've gotten is 1. We're pretty good for the streams, because we've done... How many streams have I done? We just started streaming about 2 weeks ago. And we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is stream number 7. And we found 1, 2, 3 shinies so far. We found shiny Finizen, who was the last shiny we were shiny hunting, shiny All Might. We got him. While we were searching for shiny Finizen, we found shiny Gyarados right here. Then, oh no, we have 4 shinies. What am I saying? And then we found shiny King Gambit, the first shiny we shiny hunted. And then yesterday we got shiny Snover while we were looking for shiny Frigabacks. I do have shiny low kicks. I found him, though, when I was just playing through the game. It wasn't like I wasn't shiny hunting or anything like that. I literally just found him during my normal playthrough. 1 coin. Can't the Gimme Ghoul coins, like, can't you get them where you get, like, one where you can get, like, 501? Like, Gimme Ghoul. Like, I found that one Gimme Ghoul and he gives me 500. No, no, no. There it is, the Dragon's Lair. Shiny Frigabax, I know you're in here. Ah! There's a Frigabax, but he's not shiny. Look at you guys are crazy. 10 in one day? 4? You got 4 yesterday? You guys are crazy. You get so... Are you like... Is it 4 of like one Pokemon you're looking for? Or are you getting like just 4 random ones? That's crazy. I think the sandwich is up, so I'm gonna go back to where... Is that Magikarp, the mass outbreak, like, in the city? You got Phalanx. Phalanx is a weird Pokemon. Like, I kind of wish it had... It's like Dunsparce, almost, where it's like... It's this one-stage evolution Pokemon. Or not even evolution Pokemon, it's just a one-stage Pokemon. That it looks like... It looks kind of weird, but you can tell it has potential to be cool. And Pokemon just never really did anything to it, so it's never really evolved. Okay. Counter-powered dragon. Here we go. This is the thing I get. Escalavada. This is how I get the dragon spawns. Escalavada, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't even know. What does it even look like? It looks like a painting. It doesn't even look like food. I think if I go back and click on it, it'll show me what it is. Counter-powered dragon. Yeah, actually, I do want to go back real quick, right away. What is that? The roasted vegetables have pronounced umami flavor. They're great as a side dish or even as hors d'oeuvres. I don't... It's beyond me how to pronounce those fancy words. But back up to the mountain. And we shiny hunt Frigabax some more. Today you got 3 shinies? You guys are crazy. 3 already? Yesterday we were already 1 deep. Snover. Now we got nothing. But it's fine. We're going to find Frigabax soon. That's what I've been saying this whole time. Like, this one's going to be easy. We're going to find them quick. Because of how many spawn. But Justin West, you said I missed one yesterday. There's no way. I could... you said it was in the snowstorm, though. I could believe it if it was in the snowstorm. Because it's hard to tell. I mean, the shiny's hard to tell to begin with. Like, you look at the thumbnail for this stream. It looks just... It's just difficult to tell which one's shiny on that. I have the shiny one in the middle, so it's kind of easier to notice. Like, oh, the one right in the middle is the shiny one. But if I threw that thing maybe second from the right, you might not be able to tell. It'd be hard to see. Like, look at this sucker. He's hiding there in the plants. No. I might have to look again. You know, just to make sure I know what the shiny looks like. God, the dogs. Can you find 2 river rooms? Golden Go. Golden Go's a really cool Pokemon. I don't even have a normal one. I saw someone, or I didn't see someone. Did you just see Beartick running like that? He was down on all 4s. I don't even think I've ever seen that before. I don't know Beartick could move like that. That was crazy. It wasn't, let me look. I think I have the picture. should be... Here it is. Look at this. Golden Go in Pokemon Go. I've never seen that before. And the thing is, too, I have seen one time shiny, or not shiny, golden lure modules. And you'd sit there and spin those, and every time you spun them, they gave you the coins. Like, I was getting 77 per spin. And you need 1,000. Which is a lot. I don't even think I have a Gimme Ghoul. Can you even catch those? Can you catch Gimme Ghouls in Pokemon Go? Because it was after one of the Com Days. I think it was the Dratini Com Day Classic. It was after that, they had, like, the golden lure modules spawning for, like, a little bit. And there'd be a Gimme Ghoul on the map. Like, he'd be if you spun the stop, he'd be, like, following you around. But you couldn't catch him. Look at all the Freebacks running down the hill. Tidal, leave me alone. We do not want you. Kind of wish the Tidal got another evolution, too. It's only the one evolution to Titan. Because it's like an okay Pokemon, but I feel like it could be a really cool Pokemon. No. There's a lot of Pokemon like that that have... It feels like they're just missing one little thing to be, like, really cool. Get a shiny Golden Go? What is the shiny one even... Does it have a shiny that's, like, pretty much identical to the normal one? I think it does. That would have been a cool one if they made it silver. Or bronze. I do think it's kind of weird that that's the 1,000th Pokemon in the Pokedex. Like, after all the Pokemon they've made, that weird Golden Go guy is a number 1,000. It could have been some big, bad, strong Pokemon. It's some weird golden blob thing that's a pain to evolve. Pearl String. I need to go sell all those things. All these rare bones and big mushrooms and pearls and stuff I'm finding. I don't remember which is more, the Pearl String or the Big Pearl. One of those two is worth more, because I was selling everything I had to buy proteins for Baxcalibur, and also 2 items like Choice Scarf. I think that might have been the only one I bought. They're expensive. Those like good items. I should say the PvP items. Those are expensive. There's another Frigabax. Not shiny. Gotta find the shiny one eventually. Right. We'll find him. We'll find him. One thing. Oh my gosh, I've been meaning to talk about this. They did Baxcalibur so dirty with its first Pokemon card. It is disgusting. So, what they've been doing for the new Pokemon generation, Scarlet and Violet, is for the TCG, they've been coming out with those special art cards. Where they're not like a EX or V card or like special cards in that sense. They're special cards in the sense that they're still like a normal card, but they have like the special artwork and stuff with them. Different than normal artwork Pokemon card. It's essentially like a full art with like alternate artwork design. That's essentially what they are. And they call them like special arts or not character. I think it's just called special art. Look at those 3. All 3 of them just fell down the hill together. None of them are shiny though. But for Paldea Evolved, the second set of the Scarlet and Violet era, they gave us Baxcalibur, the pseudo-legendary Pokemon. Happy about that. That's typically what they do in a lot of sets, like I think, well, Jungle was the second set, Dragonite was third, and Fossil. But then, I know, Dragapult was in the second set. He was in whatever the last Rebel Clash of Sword and Shield. You had Gudra in Flashfire, second set of X and Y. Tyranitar, Neo Discovery, second set of the Neo era. You get it. The pseudo-legendaries are normally in the second set of that generation. And with Paldea Evolved being the second set, we get the pseudo-legendary. And, you know, they did it with just the normal holo. And the normal holo card does look cool. I might try to just buy that card, because I don't want to try to pull it. I don't really like Paldea Evolved as a set too much, so I don't really want to spend a bunch of money pulling it. I'd rather save my money I'd spend on that and spend it all on Obsidian Flames, because I love that set already. It's not even out yet. But, as I was saying, in Paldea Evolved, we got Baxcalibur. And we got the normal, just holos and the normal commons of each one. But they also did it where they released the special rares of them. And they did him so dirty. I think the Baxcalibur is using Glaive Rush, so it's like flying through the air with his back sticking out. Which, that's cool. But the background, they did like the weird psychedelic background, which is cool on Pokemon cards. I'm not hating on that artwork style or those backgrounds. They look good with the right Pokemon. Like, for instance, we had the alternate art Slowking, Galarian Slowking, that had that as the background. That's cool. In a set I was just opening up, I don't remember which one it was in one of my recent videos. It might have been Silver Tempest, the last video I posted. In that video, I opened up a Hypno. He had that psychedelic type background. That looks cool. It fits with Hypno. It fits with, like I said, Galarian Slowking. You know what it doesn't fit with? Baxcalibur. It looks so bad and so weird on the Baxcalibur card. Baxcalibur is supposed to be big, super strong Pokemon, and they just gave it this completely wacky, wonky, weird artwork. I was like, oh my gosh. Hopefully they'll give it an EX card, and that'll be cool. That's what I was hoping, honestly. I was hoping it wouldn't be just a normal holo. I was hoping his first card would be just a normal EX, because honestly, for the EX cards of this generation, I think I'm going to like more of the normal EX cards better than the full art EX cards. Like for the V cards, almost all of them, I like the full art one way better than the normal one. With the Charizard, for instance, I like the normal Charizard EX better than the full art Charizard EX and the gold Charizard EX that both have been announced for Obsidian Flames. I don't know what it is, just the normal ones I just like better. Decidueye, I haven't seen a full, I don't know if they made a full art of the Decidueye, but I saw the normal EX Decidueye. That one's awesome. So cool. And I was hoping Baxcalibur would get the same thing. But no, he got that super weird psychedelic special art. Like, come on now. It's your pseudo-legendary. It's the biggest, baddest, strongest normal Pokemon from this generation. And they're doing him that dirty with that weird artwork. Come on, Pokemon. Get it together. Give us something better. We don't want that weird stuff. Bear tick. Look, I knew there was going to be one over here. And look, hey, there's Gimme Ghoul. How many are you going to give me? One. How many do I have of those Gimme Ghoul coins? It's in the, yeah, the bag things. Gimme Ghoul coin, 209. Well, we have a long ways to go. Need 1,000, we're at 209. But hey, we'll get it eventually. I'm in no rush to get... What's the evolution? Golden Go. Golden Go, because he's okay. He's kind of cool. He's not a Pokemon I absolutely love, but he's not something I hate either. It'd be something like, it'd be cool to have, but I'm in no rush to get him. It wasn't like Baxcalibur for me, where it was like, I need to have that Pokemon. One thing I really want them to add in. I was so pissed when this Pokemon wasn't in just the normal game at the start. Snorlax. How could they leave out Snorlax from any Pokemon game? Snorlax is a Pokemon that should be available in every single Pokemon game from the start, no matter what. They shouldn't have this stuff like, I mean, with the starters, I think it's cool how they're releasing them, you know, as the raids and stuff, and they're kind of releasing them one by one, because a lot of people complained, oh, why don't we have all the starters at the start of the game? Everyone's all mad. Charizard's the only one. Of course, Charizard's the only one in, but, like, they're slowly releasing each one as things go on, which is, like, I'm cool with that. I like that idea. I like that concept. It brings hype for them and gets people excited about each starter, because if they were all just in at the same time from the jump, it'd be like, obviously, people would only gravitate towards the popular ones or the ones they really like Charizard, Greninja, all those Pokemon. But by doing it one by one, it brings hype for each starter, which I think that's really cool. Although, a Pokemon that I think should just be in the game straight up no matter what, Snorlax. Why do they have to withhold Snorlax from us? Like, Gen 1, iconic Pokemon. One of the most iconic Pokemon of all time. He might be, since Pokemon are teams of 6, you gotta say top 6. He might be one of the top 6 most iconic Pokemon of all time. Because let's think, what's higher? You have Pikachu, Charizard, I'd say Greninja, Lucario, the ones that just come to mind right at the start for most iconic Pokemon of all time. Pikachu, Charizard, Greninja, Rayquaza, Lucario, Umbreon, Gengar, and Snorlax. Those are the first ones that pop in my head. And if I'm being honest, Umbreon probably not. I say Snorlax above Rayquaza. Because it's Gen 1. Everyone knows who everyone that knows about Pokemon knows who Snorlax is. I just want to look in this cave right here. I don't know if I've ever been in here. Meowth's a good one too. Because of Team Rocket and that stuff. Oh, this is the mountain too? A passage. Have I ever been down here? Oh, yeah. That's one of my favorite. I think that Pokemon Center right there, that's like one of the coolest looking places in the game. Did you guys see that rock? Hang on. So we're over here in this passage place by the mountain. Do you see what is that rock doing in a Pokemon game? I thought Pokemon games were rated E for everyone. What is that? I'm getting out of here. I was just saying I like this place. We're never coming back here again. Pokemon, what is that? Charizard, take out the Go-Goats. Take them all out. Meowth's a good one too. I think honestly, if I were to say most iconic Pokemon of all time, Charizard, no, I'd say Pikachu 1. Pikachu, Charizard, Snorlax. That's what I would put, in that order. Pikachu, Charizard, Snorlax. Because, obviously, Pikachu's the mascot of the series. Charizard's the most popular starter Pokemon, like the big bad powerhouse guy. And then Snorlax, like, I see Snorlax everywhere. Like, every time you see shops and stuff that have, like, Pokemon-themed stuff or Japanese or anime-themed stuff, they always have some huge Snorlax thing there. And you know what? They left him out. Hey, Brandon L., thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Snorlax, the biggest, baddest Pokemon, isn't in the game. But he is coming out in the DLC. I am so excited for that. Because when I played Scarlet, or no, Scarlet and Violet, this is Scarlet and Violet. When I played Sword and Shield, I played Sword and Shield, not how most people do it. I played Pokemon Showdown, and I didn't play Sword and Shield until I think it was last summer. So like at the end of the Sword and Shield like timeline thing. And or cycle I think would be a better phrase. So I played Sword and Shield for the first time, but the thing is I had been using the Pokemon in Showdown. I had a team for Gen 8 OU. And my team was Duraludon, Dragapult, Inteleon, Galarian Slowking, Galarian Zapdos, and Snorlax. Snorlax was a beast. I had Elemental Snorlax. He had Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and Earthquake. That thing was an absolute unit. Gigantamax it. And then when I brought him in, and then when I played the game, I'm like, well, I want to make my team that I used in Showdown. I want to use that team for my playthrough team. So I transferred a Snorlax over from Pokemon Go and used him from the start. Now the thing is I couldn't get the moveset I wanted until the end of the game. I think till just before, like after I beat all the gyms. Because they had it to where the TMs could only be bought. I was trying to think of the name of that town. Or I think it's the stadium then. I think it's like the Pokemon Center's outside of the stadium. The big pink or purple stadium. The Pokemon Center's outside of there. Are where you could get the TMs for Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Earthquake. Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and Earthquake. So, got those, finally had them there, and that team was a beast. Gigantamax to Snorlax. Thing is, though, you only could do it, like, during a certain event or something. My brother, thankfully, played the game, so he had everything I needed to get the stuff to be ordered to make him Gigantamax. That was... They did Snorlax so good with the Gigantamax. Because so many people wish Snorlax got a Mega. Could you imagine how funny that would have been? They gave Snorlax a Mega, and he was just absolutely yoked. Like, Snorlax, the big, fat, lazy, sleeping Pokemon. But, you know, when he wakes up, he can ball if he wants to. But then for the Mega, they give him some big, juiced-up, powerhouse Snorlax that's just absolutely yoked out of his mind. That would be awesome. A Mega Snorlax, that would be so cool. Because Snorlax, the big, lumpy, round Pokemon, it took him, what, 20 years just to simply stand up. But then he gets his Mega. Just imagine Snorlax stepping out, Mega evolving, and is just absolutely yoked out of his mind. It just looks like an absolute beast. That would be so, so cool. But the Gigantamax form they gave him is really cool. I love how he's laying on his back. He's got like trees and plants and Pokemon living on his stomach. It's so dang big. But the Mega Snorlax that's just yoked, that's a cool concept that we'd never actually got in the game. If Megas ever come back, that's the number one I want on my list though. Mega Snorlax, that's just absolutely yoked. That would be so sick, dude. Pokemon Go, what's Pokemon Go want? My phone is blowing up with Pokemon Go notifications. Diancie's Mega Evolution, Mega Diancie, will make its Pokemon Go debut in Pokemon Go Fest 2023. I do not care. Only thing I care for Go Fest is Mega Rayquaza. And I'm not even like Mega Rayquaza is going to be cool. I want 100 IV Rayquaza. I have 100 IV Groudon. I have 100 IV Kyogre. I want 100 IV Rayquaza to complete the trio. But look, we got something hatching right here. What do you guys think it's going to be? What is it going to be? I'm watching through the screen of the stream. What is that? Bonsly. Bad IVs to transfer right away. Get out of here, Bonsly. Oh, that was a bad one. And I already have a shiny Bonsly, too. I hatched a shiny one. That's one of the rarest shinies I have in the game, shiny Bonsly. Because it's a baby Pokemon, so you can only get them out of eggs. And I have a shiny one, meaning you have to hatch the shiny. Just hatching them straight up is hard to begin with. Hatching the shiny, even harder. And I have one. But one of my favorite shinies I have right now is I have a shiny Lucario. 14 IVs. I got it from the Lucario hatch day this past weekend. Sorry. This past weekend. And normally my luck with those hatch days has been awful. Because they did a couple of other hatching events for Lucario before. They did, what was it? What was it called? I don't remember what it was called, but Lucario or Riolu was hatchable out of 7k eggs, and it was like how the hatch day was this past weekend, where pretty much every 7k egg gave a Lucario, or gave a Riolu. And the shiny, you could get it from there, obviously. And I think it was half hatch distance during that event, too. So, you could get Riolu from that. I didn't get one I got like a couple of okay ones. I wasn't even getting good IV ones. I just had a couple of them. None of mine, like I said, were really good IVs. I ended up evolving one of them, but I was never really happy with it because it was a bad 3-star Lucario. But finally, I managed to hatch a shiny Lucario from the egg day last weekend. It was, I think, my second egg. I ended up getting the shiny Riolu. And then I hatched my third egg. Didn't even get a Riolu. I was watching the trainer club. He said he hatched 52 eggs, I think it was, and only one of them he didn't get a Riolu. I'm like, well, great. My third one, I'm not getting a Riolu. But then on my fourth egg, I got another Riolu, shiny once again, and the IVs were 14, 14, 14. I couldn't be happier about that. It's my buddy right now on Pokemon Go. I'm trying to get him to best buddies, and then I'm going to max him out to level 40. I don't think I'll power him up to level 50. If I get the XLs just from having him as my buddy, then yeah. But it's not going to be something I'm really going to work towards because I don't want to invest rare XLs into that. So if I end up getting it, I'll get it. It's not something I really am like dying to get though. But then the Mega Lucario, once that comes out, I'll have a shiny Mega Lucario. That will be a sick one. 14, 14, 14 IVs. And let me just say, when those IVs were going up, when I clicked it for the first time, my heart stopped. I thought I had my first ever Shundo. Because when you click the IVs and it's 14, 14, 14, so they all are going up together. I'm like, oh my god. It goes all the way up. Oh, I'm like, oh my god, 14, 13, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12, 13, 13, 13, 14, 14, 14. It's going to be a Shundo. Oh, stopped at 14, 14, 14. Wasn't a Shundo, though. I still have yet to get a Shundo. One of my brothers has a Shundo Ho-Oh and Azelf. I have never gotten one myself, though. I've been saving all my rare candies. I have like 470 rare candies in Pokemon Go. And then I have like 70-something rare XLs. I've been saving all those for once I get a Shundo, because I'll spend everything I have into maxing that out to level 50. My first ever Shundo, I mean, if it's a cool one, though, to be fair. If it's like a stinker, I probably won't use all of my resources, but pretty much any legendary or mythical Shundo I get for my first one, I'm maxing that. I thought that Citadel was shiny, too. Let me just check it just to make sure, right? No, it's not shiny. Isn't the shiny one pink? Doesn't that look a little pink? Guess it's not shiny. Oh, yeah, Beartick looks a little pink, too, probably just because of the sunset. That's one thing I really like about this game. How, like, the weather... I know I was complaining about the snowstorm and stuff, but it's a cool detail they have in here. How the weather, the sun, all that stuff, like, actually, like, makes things look significantly different in the game. And we're just grinding for these Frigobacks. I think I might need to go get another sandwich in a sec. Well, so now we're 2 hours in. We did an hour yesterday, hour in today. And you think Bisharp was an hour, 2.5 hours. So when we get to the second hour of this stream, if we don't have one, then we have to start being like, oh shoot, this is going to take longer than we thought. Because I thought this would be faster than Bisharp. And to be fair, the Bisharp I found really fast. I was watching back the clips, because I edited that stream down into a video that I posted, I think, last week. And when I first got it, I was like, finally, after 2.5 hours, acting like that's such a crazy, crazy long time. I guess because it was the one sitting and it was my first stream. It was like literally that day was so crazy. I can't tell you. Quick catch them legendaries, Justin West. Heck yeah, I quick caught that Heatran. I tried it once with a Galarian bird too, but it unfortunately didn't work. And I was gonna just always do it with the Galarian bird because you know how sick that would be. The clip of someone quick catching a Galarian bird. That would be so cool. But the thing is, I've been getting a lot of them where they break out and they're staying. They're not running. Like I had Oh my gosh, this was crazy too. I gotta tell you guys about this. I was doing the daily incense, not yesterday, but it was the day before, so it would have been. It was Sunday. I was doing the. Was it Sunday? I streamed on Sunday. I think it was Sunday though. So it wasn't Monday. So yeah, it was Sunday. I was doing the daily incense on Sunday. I have my main account and my alt account. I get one bird on my alt account, which is like a level 25 account. I've only had like 4 bird encounters to begin with. And I do the daily incense on both accounts every single day. I only had like 4 bird encounters on the alt account. And then the main account, I got a Galarian Moltres. No, I first got Galarian Zapdos. And then 8 minutes later, I got a Galarian Moltres. I had 2 birds on the same account. And on the alt account during the same day, I had another bird. So I had 3 bird encounters. All of which ran. All of them ran. But the thing is, 2 of them broke out and stayed after the first ball. Which is rare. I mean, I've gotten a lot of the bird encounters. I've been doing the daily instance since the day it came out. I'd say I've done probably about 2/3 of the day. Since the daily instance has come out, I've probably done about 2/3 of the days it's been out. So about 66% of the time I've done the daily incense. And I never see them break out and stay. It's always just break out and run. Honestly, I've caught 2 of them. I've probably only seen them break out and stay maybe 4 to 8 times, somewhere in there. So just about double what I've caught, I've seen them stay after they break out. That's how rare that is. Do I know Justin West? I know, isn't that insane? 2 on the same instance. And that's the second time that's happened, too. I had last... Ooh, when was it? It was last, probably October, I think. I had 2 Galarian Zapdos on the same incense, both of which ran. And one thing I've noticed is the incense. Now, I don't know if this is time-based or location-based, but I feel like it's more location-based. Because when I do the daily incense, every day I do it, I walk the same path. And I always get the birds in the exact same spots. And it's not the same spots for the 2 accounts. Like the alt account, I find it like right towards the start of the incense in this one area. And then the main account, I find it about just past halfway during the incense in a different area. But both of them, it's always in the same spot. I was thinking maybe it's time-based, but then I was remembering the second most common spot. I got the birds on the main account, and it was the spot where I've gotten all of the birds on the alt account. So I don't know, it's weird how the daily incense works. And the thing is, like, Pokemon don't tell us, or Niantic, they don't tell us that stuff. We don't know. They probably never confirm it, saying like there's set times during your daily instance where you get the legendary birds, because then if people pass that time, then they'll just not play the daily instance anymore. But for me, I've done it so much, I've noticed it's these same spots, and the thing is, because I walk the same route every day, I'll have to try to walk a different route, or maybe walk the routes backwards. So I'd go to the same locations, but it would be at different times. To see if, how'd you do it? Tell me your ways. Dude, getting both of them, it's just, the birds are pure luck. My first one I caught, I did the, quick catch. Not a quick catch, a critical capture. Look at that. What are the odds of that? I say quick catch and I get 3 quick balls. But I critical caught my first one. That's the only reason I got it, because I did the critical capture. And that's just all pure luck as well. There's no telling, there's no way to guarantee a critical capture. There's no way to tell if you're going to get a critical catch. It's random. And I got that for the Galarian Moltres. That's how I caught my first one. The Zapdos, dude, that came out of nowhere. And one thing also, too, I've noticed I've gotten them when I absolutely least expect it. That's when I get the encounters. For instance, my first one, I was literally thinking while I was doing that instance, like, I'm just wasting my time. I shouldn't even have gone out and done this one today. Because I wasn't going to do the instance. I was a little tired. I think I had some stuff to do. I was like, should I go do it? It's only about like 20 minutes it takes to go do it. I'm about like, yeah, you know what? Let's go do it, whatever. And as I'm doing, like, I was thinking about halfway through, like, I'm wasting my time. There's no way I'm going to actually get a bird. And I'm just like, oh, whatever. We'll just go through the rest of the instance and be done with it. And then I get the bird encounter and then catch it during that one. And then when I got the Zapdos, we're walking to the fireworks on the 4th of July. I just threw the incense down because I'm like, I don't have time to go out. I didn't have time during the day to go out and do it. I'm like, I'm not going to actually go out and do it after this stuff. So we're walking the fireworks. I'm like, well, might as well throw the incense down. And during the incense, I'm like, oh my god, there's a Zapdos. And then I throw it, catch it, first ball, normal catch, 3 rolls. I'm like, oh my, I couldn't believe it. But once again, I didn't expect it at all. It was while I least expected it. And that's all superstition stuff. There's no way to actually chart that, collect data on that, graph that. There's no way to confirm that. It's just all just speculation and superstition and stuff. But I'm telling you, man, it's when you least expect it, you get the Galarian birds. They're so weird. They're dang birds. They're so cool, though. I love that that's in the game. I think it's so awesome. The only way you can get them is from doing the daily incense. And the thing is, I love how it's not a guaranteed catch. I like that it's super hard to catch because it's a legendary Pokemon you're finding in the wild. It's meant to be really hard to catch. I think it's perfect. I love how they are. Will I admit, do I wish I had some more of them? Yeah. I've done it. I mean, coming on about it'll be a year and a couple weeks now of doing it all the time. I've caught 2 of them. I've probably had about 30 Galarian bird encounters, I think. And I've only caught 2 of them. But, I mean, I think it's cool how they have it. I've seen one that was in the car and I couldn't get it. One thing I do, how long will you keep streaming? Brian McKinney, I'll probably go till 3 o'clock. So another 2 hours. We'll do a little over 3-hour stream. Or until we get shiny Frigobacks. Or actually, you know what, even if we catch them, we might just start the next one. Or no, if we catch them, we'll evolve them. That's what we'll do. Oh my gosh, look how little that one is compared to that one. You see that? The one on the right's tiny. The one on the left is huge. Oh my gosh. Now, I'll stream tomorrow, too. What's in your box? The Pokemon boxes? I've got some decent stuff. Shiny King Gambit. Shiny Low Kicks. Shiny Snover. Donde. The level 100 Charizard. Shiny Gyarados. Shiny All Might. We've got... These are all my strong Pokemon I played the game with. Glamora. Sandy Shocks. Tinkaton. Don't know why Beartic's there. Never used him when I played the game. My starter. Roaring Moon. Quaxoval, my starter. Why is Luxio here too? Why? Over here is where I had like all my strong Pokemon I played the game with. Why are all these random guys over here? Look at that. I gotta reorganize these boxes. Dragonair, don't remember using that. Sableye, that's one we caught from I caught it from a raid. There you go, the level 100 Zoomeril. Houndstone, put him up there. He's a beast. Put that there. Houndstone there. Fluttermane, let's move there. Swap with him. That's not a shiny Magikarp, is it? Nope. Get rid of him. Cast him off to the side. Look, good thing you guys told me this stuff. Now we're in here reorganizing the box now. Zapdos, the bird. I gotta put these guys together. This is the duo right here. Glamora and Houndstone. Then these are just other Pokemon I have that are good. Scovillain I used a little bit. Slitherwing. I don't think that's just one I have. That's the original All Might I had. And I battled with, but we got the shiny All Might now, so we don't need that one anymore. Then these sick Pokemon right here. Iron Thorns. That's a cool Mimikyu. We'll keep him on this page. Iron Thorns. Iron Thorns. I want to shiny hunt Roaring Moon. The next couple Pokemon I want to shiny hunt are... I want, the shiny Flamigo. I think that'd be a really cool one. And then Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon, when I first saw the Pokemon of this, I'm like, this is the coolest Pokemon there is. The design for this thing is so sick. Now that it's in the game, I will admit I don't like it's on the ground. I think that's a little weird. I'm like, why can't he be flying through the sky, like hovering there, floating or something like that? I don't really like how he's on the ground like that. He looks smaller than Salamence too. Like, it looks like the design's more detailed, but he looks smaller and weaker. I just don't know. But he has that move Scale Shot, and I have loaded dice, so it shoots like the max amount of time. Or always shoots a high amount of time or something like that. He's a strong Pokemon. I might try to end up getting the shiny. Like, look how cool it looks in like the sprite there. But then right there, it looks just bleh. Iron Thorns is a sick one, though. I was playing with my brother, and I got that one. But yeah, Roaring Moon I might go look for next, because he's a cool one. You should do a double shiny hunt, like 2 shinies in one day. If I ever have maybe on a weekend one day, if I have a day where I can get both of them. You know what? Honestly, that would just come down to how fast I get the shiny. That would come down to how fast I get the first shiny. To determine if I could do 2 in one day. Because, I mean, Palafin, or Finizen took 7.5 hours. That was a... That's a long time. I've never streamed that long before. Today might be the longest stream we've done here. Unless we find it sooner. You really want Chin Pao? Don't know how to get it. Chin Pao, that's this guy, right? Yeah. You have to find the stakes. I found all of them on my own, just playing the game, except one. There was one I couldn't find. He looks sick, too. Like, it's the old swords. And look how they're sticking out the top of his mouth and sticking out the bottom with the icicles. Like, that's such a cool Pokemon right there. This thing is awesome. The little fish is really cool, too. And then the moose and slug, or snail, they're okay. They look a little weird. Honestly, like, that's kind of, I think, the aspect of them. They're meant to look a little weird. But I love all those things, man. They're so awesome. This game's got good legendaries. And the DLC, man. Oh my god. The DLC Pokemon. These two look cool. These two are cool. The turtle, I hope that thing's small. If that thing's like really big, I think it'll be weird. If it's a smaller Pokemon, I think it'll look good. Then that thing on the left with the mask, I love that design. And I saw another like advertising promotional image for the DLC, and it had all those other Pokemon in the front, and then it had like that mask guy in the back, and he was huge. If that thing's huge, that might be a little weird. I was thinking that like Celebi size, like that's what I was thinking for that Pokemon. Like that'd be pretty cool. I don't know though, because we don't have the mythical or the legendary or the third legendary yet. I assume the mask guy will be the mythical and the turtle will be the third legendary, if I had to guess. But oh, Justin's giving you his. He's got 2. Hey, awesome! Congratulations. Look, Justin, you got all the good stuff in this game. How do you get 2? Like, can I go catch another one? Or is I caught the one and I'm done? But yeah, you can get them by, you have to find... That's how all those legendaries are. You have to find the staffs. I'm sure you found one throughout playing the game. Like the old staff you pull out of the ground and it falls apart. You have to find all of those. And then once you find all those, you go find like the sealed location where the legendary is. And then you go in there and you battle it. Oh, both games. That makes sense. I gotta stop coming down here. I feel like every time I come to the bottom of the mountain like this, there ends up being a snowstorm. Let's go up to the very top. I was gonna fly up there, but you know what? Let's run because we have more encounters by traveling on the ground. And maybe we'll find the shiny as we're going to the mountain. I hope we find the shiny on the top of the mountain. That would be so... I'm gonna have to fly. I can't even see what's in front of me, let alone see if I can find a shiny or not. No. No, none there. No. Ah, Dude, I thought this one was going to be, like, fast. I'd find it really, really quickly. Because the shinies, like... Not the shiny. They spawn so much when you use the sandwich. Like, we've easily seen double the Frigabaxes that we saw Finizen during our Finizen hunt. Besides when we had the mass outbreak, obviously. Either one. Can this, like, the snowstorm's actually making me mad now. Like, can this thing just go away? I hate snow. I hate the cold. So, I hate the cold and snow. With, like, a burning patch. Like, I genuinely hate them. Like, I'd always remember walking up to school. My dad would drop me off, and I'd go walking. There was this route, like, back up behind the school where everyone would be walking up through. And you're walking along, like, the parking lot through the behind the gym. Then you walk up the hill to the school, the steps and stuff. But when you're walking through that parking lot behind the gym, it was like a wind tunnel. So during the winter, you'd be walking through there, and the wind would be ripping through, hitting you right in the face, and it's just smacking you right in the face, and it was so cold, so miserable, so awful. I'm like, I hate this so much. I hate the cold. I hate snow. The snow is wet. It's cold. It's a pain to brush off the cars. It's a pain to shovel them out of the way. It makes driving a pain. Then you get covered in it, and you get in the car. Then everything in the car is all wet because the snow melts. And you being in the car because you have to use the heat and everything like that. I like the summer. The summer's the best. When it's hot. I love it when everything's just hot, when it's just hot outside. That's just ideal weather for me. Hot, warm, hate the cold. I'm leaving the mountain and coming back, and I'm hoping the snow will be gone. I'm not staying up here. I can't stay up here. Brian McKinney, leave me in chat. Hey, it's all good. Thank you still for taking the time to watch. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys are all subscribed to the channel if you're not subscribed already. It should pop up on the screen. Ooh, there's a wild Lucario. Hang on a minute. There's a wild Lucario here? Where? But as I was saying, when you guys subscribe to the channel, it should pop up on the screen. I don't think it has been, though. Because the subscriber numbers have been going up, but it hasn't been popping up. I don't know why. We're working towards 500 subscribers. We're at, last I checked, 440. Is that a shiny? No, it's not. You did, but it didn't? Why not? Brian McKinney. Let me test this one. Yeah, so that name it pops up like that. I don't know why your name doesn't pop up. Maybe I have to redo the thing? Let me see. Is that set up to like... YouTube yeah, it's on YouTube subscribers. Blank just subscribed. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't do it. That's weird. Hey, Brian McKinney, thank you for subscribing nonetheless. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. We're working towards 500 subs right now. We're at, like I said, it was like 444 when I checked like this morning, I think. We're grinding. Climbing our way up. Trying to get to 500. Then after that, 1,000. Then after that, 10,000. Then we'll just see if we can get there first. We gotta get to 500 first. We need another, like, 50-something subscribers. 56 based on what I saw earlier. Then we'll be at 500. Let's see. I have the sandwich down, right? Yeah. The snowstorm's still here. Shiny Frigabax, where are you? Oh, is that another Pokemon Go notification? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, look at Donde. He's out there. cool he looks. Charizard's such a cool Pokemon. Look at him, he's getting like frost on him. No. No, that was the crab guy. Another Frigabax. I'm hoping to at least finish Frigabax this week. I think we'll find it today. If we stream for 3 hours total, surely we'll find it during a 3-hour stream, right? Especially with how many spawn. Because I don't think Frigabax can be a okay, good, the thing's gone. The sun's coming out outside. It was storming outside today like crazy. I was, at the gym, and you could hear the thunder rumbling from inside. You could hear the rain smashing down on the roof. You could see the lightning flashing outside. It was crazy. Now it's like sunny outside. Just crazy. Let's see. No, not shiny. Let's see. None of those look shiny. Ugh. I'm trying to think. I don't think Frigabax can be a mass outbreak. At least I've never seen one. No, that's not a shiny one. That's not a shiny one. Neither one of those. Where's shiny Frigabax? Where's shiny Frigabax? Where's shiny Frigabax? Where is he? Shiny, shiny, shiny. We gotta find it. Let's see. We gotta really want it. You have to really want it, and the Pokemon gods will give it to you. Or maybe it's like the Galarian birds, where you get it when you least expect it. Honestly, I feel like that's how it's been for most of the shinies we've caught. Because the last two we found, Palafin, or Finizen, I always get that name wrong. Is a Spiritomb just guaranteed spawning here? Because I saw one here yesterday as well. But, Finizen? I say he's never seen a Frigabax outbreak. Yeah, you guys haven't seen him either? Yeah. It must not be a thing then. Which makes sense, you know, it's this pseudo-legendary. They're probably not going to be just giving them away like that. Like, the only way you can really find them easily is if you use the sandwich. If you're not using the sandwich, good luck finding them. They're hard. I tried for hours, and I only found a handful. I really didn't know anything when I first started playing this game. I didn't know about the sandwiches. I didn't know about the mints. I could have saved so much time. And I'm kind of surprised that when I was looking before for the Perfect Nature one, I didn't find a shiny. That's one thing I was surprised about. Ah, sorry, I keep yawning. No, those are both Frigabaxes. One of the Pokeball ran to the Frigabax. You know what, maybe we have to beat some of them. Using Dragon Pulse on them. Quick Claws let me go fast, yeah. I don't even need the Quick Claw. Donde's fast enough to begin with. He ain't losing to Frigabax. Look how Frigabax looks so mean and mad. Look how mad he looks. You woke me up. Yeah, well, we beat you, Frigabax. Now show us where your shiny friend is. Ooh. Oh, XP Candy Large. That's I was thinking that was from beating the Frigabax. No. That was probably just from the, from the Pokeball. Is he not battling these guys? No, yeah, they're not. None of those are shiny. Let's see. No. I think some people shiny hunt like raids in this game. That'd be hard. Doing the raids. And I wonder if So when you get the shiny from the raids, is it like Pokemon Go where it's like only one person will get it, or is it like everyone will get it? And then when you do the raid and see the shiny Pokemon, is it when you first start the raid? Because if it's shiny, so is it going to be shiny during the whole raid? Because it's not like Pokemon Go where it like cuts to a different screen and you're encountering it, and that's different from when you're battling it in the raid. Oh, it's shiny for everyone. Oh, that's cool. So if you got like people you're doing raids with, like everyone's getting the shiny. I'm gonna have to do those. Shiny hunting raids. Do it with like viewers and stuff. That'd be fun. All you guys in the chat, we'd all be celebrating together getting the shiny. Yeah, that'd be sick. I gotta do that. Oh, you said Rillaboom's the next starter to come out. I don't want a shiny Rillaboom. I wonder when they release the shinies for the legendaries, if they're gonna do raids or not. That would be a good one. Sorry, Ghastly. Didn't mean to bother you guys. We are looking for Frigobacks. You know one thing I've noticed? The evolution of Snom, the like Frost Moth. I don't know if that's his name. The Snow Moth, though. The Ice Moth, I think is a better way to describe it. I've only seen one of those up here. I saw it a little bit ago, and I noticed that. I think that was the only one we've seen. The rest of them have just been we've seen Snom. We haven't seen the Frost Moth. There's Frostlass. We've seen more Frostlass than Glalie, too, I've noticed. Deerling, Sawsbuck. No. No. When he had his mouth open like that, his nose looked like it was hanging off like some witch nose. Do you see that? No, that one's not shiny. I've been seeing this guy who does like TikToks and stuff of Pokemon cards, and what he does is he's in the gym, he opens a pack, and then he goes to lift the weight of what the heaviest Pokemon in the pack was. I'm like, I should do that. I'm pretty strong. I'm in the gym every morning. I might try that for a video. I think that'd be a good one. Dang, so I don't want to film in the gym. That's weird. I get it, like some people do it, but like some people that like film the gym stuff, they do it to show other people, hey, look at me, I'm working out. Me, I'm like, I don't care. I'm working out for me. I'm not working out for approval or acknowledgement from other people. But if it's to do the Pokemon challenge, that it might be worth it then. I'm looking up the shiny. I have to just make sure I'm looking for the right thing, because all I'm doing is looking at the snot coming off it. Shiny Frigobacks. Oh my god, I spelled Frigobacks wrong on the... I spelled Frigobacks wrong. On my YouTube post. I gotta post it again. Hang on. Live on YouTube. It's Frigobacks, not Frigobacks. Right? Frigobacks? Frigibacks. Frigibacks, yeah. Link in bio. Make sure you guys follow me on YouTube or on Instagram and TikTok. If you're not following already. Post all kinds of stuff on there. There we go. Spelled it right that time. Live on YouTube, shiny hunting Frigobacks. I can't believe I spelled the name wrong. And I didn't even look at the video for the shiny. For the picture. Shiny Frigobacks. Also, its back does still look kind of like the normal one. Look how mad he looks. Why is that Frigoback so mad at us? The eyes look really yellow. No, the eyes are the same. But yes, the snot. It's pink instead of yellow. So that's what we're looking for. The yellow, or the pink snot coming off the hands. Honestly, I feel like I would just notice by this point. I think there might be a Give Me Cool coin up here. What is this thing? Does this give me coins? No. Or is this the one you catch? Yeah, that's the one you catch and you battle and catch to evolve. Can't escape, so do I have to battle him? I nuke him, Donde. Fire Blast. Yeah, he wouldn't let me leave, so he's getting hit with Fire Blast. Adios, Gimme Ghoul. You're dead. Yep, yeah, you're dead. You're done. Get out of here. Donde gave it to you. Alright, now, back we go. You guys were saying you were shiny hunting the Varooms or Reverooms. I don't know about those. Like, I like cars and stuff. And, you know, it's an engine Pokemon. First Poison Steel type. Like, I don't know, though. I don't like it that much. It's kind of, yeah, now think it's kind of like Garbodor. It's not meant to be a cool Pokemon. It's meant to be like the toxic, nasty, gross thing. So it does fit that. I can respect that. I think they nailed what they were going for with that Pokemon. Still, though, it's just not for me. You're never gonna see me pulling up with a Reveroom. No, yellow. Yellow. Oh, I was just saying we've seen a lot of Frostlass and not a lot of Glalie, but... Yo, Victor616, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Currently, we are out here shiny hunting for Frigobacks. It is taking a lot longer than I anticipated. I thought we'd find this one easily. The first shiny hunt we did, King Gambit, which was Bisharp or Poniard, took 2 hours and 28 minutes. We're just past that now. We are 2 hours and 37 minutes into this shiny hunt. And the last shiny hunt we did was Palafin, Finizen. I don't know if I've ever gotten that right. Yeah, Glaceon, leave me alone. Finizen took about 7.5 hours to do. I'm new to this shiny hunt thing, so I don't know if these times I'm listing out are crazy long, crazy short, or what. Because King Gambit was the first one we did. I was like, I'm not ending the stream until I found a shiny King Gambit. A little risky there, not knowing how long it'd take, but it didn't take too long. We did manage to end up get it relatively quickly. And I thought, you know, that's the thing, that's what I've been saying. The Poke Gods tricked me. They're like, oh, we're gonna make this guy think this shiny hunting stuff's sweet and easy. We're gonna make him think, oh, it's not hard at all. 2.5 hours? That is easy. You're gonna have no issues doing that. And then you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I'm gonna do all these other shiny hunts. And it's like, oh, we're gonna get him. We're gonna hook him. Yeah, get Bisharp. Yeah, you just give it to him. Throw him a bone. Give him a shiny Bisharp 2.5 hours into his first ever shiny hunt, and he'll be hooked. And I am, and here we are. Even after Finizen took, and that one's in the wall. He's not shiny though. Imagine if the one in the wall was the shiny one. Even after Finizen took 7.5 hours, we still are out here again, shiny hunting another Pokemon. Didn't even wait. We did the Finizen the next day, fire up the stream, which was yesterday, and we're already looking for Baxcalibur, Frigobax. Because Baxcalibur is one of my favorite Pokemon. A wall shiny is cool. Is that a thing? Having the Pokemon that spawns in the wall be a shiny? We might have to go over to the Dragon's Lair then and see if we can get a shiny out of there. Because in the Dragon's Lair, guaranteed Frigobax spawn, and also you got Pokemon crawling out of the walls. There's Sneasel again. See, why don't I don't like Sneasel. Maybe it's because Sneasel looks mean. Like, look at Sneasel. Sneasel doesn't look like a nice Pokemon. Oh, Hi there. Snovers? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Or Snow Runts. Snovers. We got a shiny yesterday. We got shiny Snover. While we were looking for shiny Frigabacks. Yeah, look, those guys are like, oh, let's beat this guy up. Then they see Donde pop out of the Pokeball and they all run and hide. No, 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 we don't want to mess with him. We don't want to mess with him. Donde, get him. Get him, Donde. No! Them! There you go. Let's see. No. Yo! Shadow Wolfman just subscribed. Thank you so much. There we go. It popped up. I don't know why that one did, but some of the other ones didn't. Let's go. Gaining the subs from the stream. Thank you guys so much. Shadow Wolfman, I don't know if you were watching a video. I don't know if you're in the chat, if you're in the stream. However you found the channel, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing. There you are. There you're in the chat. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. We're working towards 500 subscribers right now. We're at 400 something. I'll check right now. When I started this stream, I think it was 444. For Instagram? What happened on Instagram's giving me noties? Oh, I got the Pokemon trailer. I don't know if I can show this on the stream or the audio either. It's on the Pokemon TCG, it's the commercial or the advertising for the Obsidian Flames. It's Terra Charizard going at it with Terra Tyranitar. I don't know if this was on purpose. In that video though, like if you want to see what I'm talking about, go on the Pokemon TCG Instagram page or the official Pokemon Instagram page, and it's one of the most recent posts. You can go to Reels if you want, or just normal posts. It's one of the most recent ones. When Charizard attacks, he goes in the pose of the original base set Charizard. Like, he leans over and shoots the fire out. He's in the same pose as the original base set Charizard. And that might just be because that's how he goes when he uses an attack, but I did notice that. And also, too, then you have Charizard do the move, same pose as the, same exact pose as the base set Charizard. Then you have Tyranitar do an attack, and he goes up like this, and he's in the same pose as the Shining Tyranitar from Neo Destiny, which I thought was so cool. Yo, we're at 448 subs. Let's go. We've gained like 4 subs during the stream here. Let's go. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you all so much for the subscribing as well. Let's go. We're climbing. And look, hey, the snowstorm stopped. We're about to get the shiny. Things are looking up. I'm currently hunting my 3rd shiny teammate for my Pokemon Scarlet shiny only playthrough. Oh my gosh, team currently is Gumshoes and Jumpluff. Man, good luck with that. You guys that do these shiny hunts are crazy. I'm just looking for, I mean, I'm assembling a team, but doing a playthrough? Jeez, that's wild. I'll show you, I found one shiny during my playthrough. It was this. I found shiny Low-Kicks during my playthrough. This is the only shiny I found. I wasn't looking for shinies, though. I was literally just playing the game, and I found it. Then Snover, I found full odds as well. Then, obviously, I told you guys King Gambit. Finizen, we just did. While I was looking for Finizen, I found a shiny Magikarp, and we got the Red Gyarados, which is a sick one. That was one I was gonna look for eventually, but we don't need to now, because we just found it as we were looking for a different Pokemon. Were one of those shiny? This one looks a lot lighter than that one. Maybe it's just the light? I think it's just the light. My team is Slitherwing, Chinpow, Dragonite, Palafin, Greninja, Ampharos, Shiny Phalanx. Greninja and Ampharos? Ampharos is such a cool Pokemon. Greninja is really cool. That's what I was saying. I wish I did those raids for Greninja. Can you get shinies out of those raids? You gotta be able to, right? Next time a cool raid comes out like that, I'm gonna do a stream where we do a shiny hunt with the raids. Like, I'll do it with you guys in the chat. That, I think, would be really fun to do. Because if everyone gets the shiny on the same one, the hype we'd be bringing when we get this shiny, that'd be awesome. You have to make sure you can easily beat him, though, because could you imagine how devastating it would be if you do the raid and you get the shiny, but you don't beat the raid? Look at our guy running like that. He's like flying all over the place as he's running down. Shadow Wolf, and I'm hunting East Province Area 3 where my targets are Larvitar, Varoom, or anything that's not a type you already have. I hunt full odds. I'm actually over odds. Over odds? There's a guy that's normally in the streams, X. He's been shiny hunting a, it's Aegislash, but it's the first evolution. Not the Blade. Oh my, I'm going backwards. Aegislash, the Blade. What's it called? Honedge. Honedge. He's doing the egg method. I don't know if he went over odds yet, but I was like, being over odds, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, just give it to me already. I'm over odds. I'm supposed to have it by now. Because for me, I think it's 1 in 4,000 just running around looking like this. I think we need another sandwich. Yeah, Honedge. Honedge. This is flying by. I feel like we just had the last sandwich. We have to go get another one already. Fly to Messagoza. When you say you're doing full Shadow Wolf, and when you say you're doing full odds, do you mean you're not doing sandwiches? Because that's what I was wondering. I was talking about this during my first shiny hunt. I'm like, what is considered like full odds? You doing just straight up finding it? You using a sandwich? Because obviously it's not using the like Herba Mysticas and stuff. No sandwiches or outbreaks. I couldn't do the no sandwich thing. That is crazy. I just put on bug catching power because I'm going for Vivo. Sorry, it cuts off. I had to see. Who is that? You mean Vivian? Vivillon? Do you mean Vivian? I gotta find it. I've gotta find this soon. Let's go check the dragon's lair. See if we can get a shiny there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've never been able... What? I've never been able to fly to these locations before. Maybe it's because Did I just go to them for the first... No way! I just went to those for the first time. And now it's letting me... What? Or am I just crazy? One of the 10 sites of Paldea. There's 10 sites of Paldea? Oh my, I just thought of an idea for a stream/video. Ooh, metronome. I think the dragon's lair is over here, but I just thought of a really good idea for a video. And I don't know if anyone's done it yet. I'm not telling you guys. I want to make sure. I want to look up and see if anyone's done it. I gotta write this down. Hang on. I just thought of a really good idea. I think that'd be sick. Look, we got a good idea for another shiny hunt thing to do. But we're not here for the sites. We are here for... How can I not find this place already? I would go here all the time, and now I can't even get to it. It's right here, I think. Or no, it's right here. Never mind. Yeah. I'm going the wrong way. Do I want one of my shiny Samurais? I'm good, thank you, though. I'm cool with... I want to go find all mine myself. I appreciate the offer, though. So I want to go right here. That's this way. You jump off here. No. Where is it? Is it here? There it is. Dragon's Lair. How do I keep missing this place? Right there. Right there on the map. Oh my gosh. Oh. I thought that was the shiny. Because when it was running in, I was about to start screaming. Because when you run in, it wasn't fully loaded in. Yeah, see, the Dragon's Lair is always heavily guarded. See how it's not fully low? Like, when it loads in, like, the colors aren't fully there. It looked lighter, and I thought that was the shiny. Like, we finally found the shiny at the Dragon's Lair. The perfect location. Why are they not letting me leave? Can I fly out of here? See, the Dragon's Lair is a dangerous spot. Look, you have these dinos crawling out of the walls trying to battle. The Go-Goats guarding the doors. Alright, we're taking... Charizard, get them. Everyone, take them out. They're not letting us leave. We'll make them let us leave. Salandit, get out of here. Next one. Who's up next? Who wants the smoke? Donde? Dino? Yeah, you're done. Oh, Frigabacks? Yep, guess what? You're dead too. Oh, look, there's another Dino trying to run away. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, what about you, Dino? The one that... Oh, yeah, Dino, that's what I thought. Look at you running out the door. Yeah, remember? You tried to trap me in there. Charizard, get him. Dino, dead. Go-Goats. Charizard, get him. There we go. Go-Go. Yeah, Donde, take him out. All of them. All of them, Donde. I want them all. Go-Go, Go-Go. Look, Donde. Easy. Easy for Donde. Yeah, Donde. You took them all out. Let's check back in here again. No shiny. Alright, let's go to the peak of the mountain. The highest point in all of Paldea. The place where I go to train with Baxcalibur and Donde. The peak of Paldea. The highest point in the entire region. That is where we are about to find our shiny Frigabacks. After almost 3 hours of searching. We're about to find it right here, right now. Grab the Great Ball first. Excuse me, even though Great Balls are ugly. Very ugly. I hate Great Balls. One of my least favorite Pokeballs. Probably my least favorite Pokeball, if I'm being honest. I just hate how they look. But let's go now. I gotta find the highest. Is that it up there? I mean, honestly, all I have to do is look up and see what's highest. I'm assuming that's it up there, so let's climb up there. Not gonna fast travel, because you can't fly up there. Which I think is a cool detail they added. You can fly up to the highest point. No, not shiny. This is a shiny I've been wanting for a while now. I was questioning it at first, because I'm like, it's not that cool, but I'm like, this is the first Pokemon I ever grinded for in this game. Honestly, probably ever. I'd never before really grinded for like something specific in Pokemon. I always just played like play with cool Pokemon that I liked. Like I never really cared about nature, IVs, EVs, whatever, all that kind of stuff. I've never cared about any of that. But I've been playing Showdown a whole bunch, and I was starting to understand, you know, natures and all the different changes and stuff you can make and how you can make your Pokemon better. How like two of the same Pokemon that are the same level might not necessarily be equal in strength based on all kinds of different factors such as natures. So that's why I was like, I want to get the strongest one I possibly can. Like in Pokemon Go, I like 100 IVs more than shinies because I want to have the strongest Pokemon possible. And with Baxcalibur, I'm like, I need to get the best nature possible. What's the strongest nature I can get? Adamant plus attack, because he's a physical attacker, minus special attack. With him being a physical attacker, I don't use the special attack, so that doesn't matter. Charizard, get him. Done it. Get them. These ones right here. Dande. These Sneasel. They're trying to stop me from our shiny hunt. Dande, get them. Go. There we go. And I really don't think I had ever grinded for a Pokemon like that before in any game. How I grinded looking for the specific nature of Frigibax. Which turns out doesn't even matter because you can just use the mints to change the nature. Which I didn't know at the time. But one thing that you can't just magically change and you do have to grind for no matter what would be a shiny Frigibax. So that's why I'm looking for this shiny now. Because I'm like, the nature one is like, yeah, whatever. You could have just changed the nature with the mint when you first caught it. Which I didn't know. But that makes it not as, like, cool or rare. So something that is cool or rare is having a shiny one. So that's what we're looking for. Even though shiny isn't too crazy, it's a cool... I'm like, this is my favorite shiny hunt I've done. I like the mountain. This is my favorite area. Even though I hate the snow, as I was saying. The snowstorms make me mad. This is my favorite area in the game. I think it's so cool. Because you have the one mountain. And typically in Pokemon games in the past, I feel like the mountains or like areas like this, there'd be like a Pokemon Center at the start. And then just like a random house at the top. And that's all you were getting. There wasn't anything else in the entire area. But look at this mountain. You have this town right here with this gym. You have this area right here with a second gym. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon centers on the mountain. You have the whole, like, just area where there's nothing, giving you, like, the wild area, if you may, where there's not, like, civilization, population, whatever you want to say for that kind of stuff. You have all the different points you can fly to. There's all the different Pokemon that spawn all along the mountain. There's all the different areas you can go within the mountain, just like that old relic area thing here, where all those ghost-type Pokemon spawn. You have all the water, where you get the water and the Pokemon that spawn in there. You have the snow and all that stuff. You have the different caves. Like, I go to the one spot, the Dragon's Lair. But there's also tons of other, like, secret caves and stuff in the mountain. You just have to simply find, just going out and playing. Like, such a cool spot and a cool area. And trying to find the shiny up here, I thought was going to be relatively easy. Because of the fact that Frigibax is the only dragon type that spawns up here. So when I eat the dragon sandwich, it's going to make it to where I see tons of Frigibaxes. It's not going to be like when we were shiny hunting Palafin, where it made it to where it boosted water type spawn from eating the water encounter sandwich. When I'm in the ocean, there's only water type Pokemon to begin with. Palafin didn't have a dual type, so it wouldn't... There was no other type to use that would single out Palafin as being like the most common Pokemon that spawned. Like Frigibax, for instance. I could do Ice, but it's most of the Pokemon up here are Ice-type Pokemon, so that wouldn't really help me much. By it being Dragon, too, I can do the Dragon Sandwich, and as you guys can see, we see Frigibax all over the place. But we, unfortunately, have yet to see the shiny one. It's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be on the peak of the mountain. We're going to find him. We're climbing up there, I think, right now. I say I think because that's where I want to go. I don't know if that is where we're going, though. Not shiny. And I love how, like, the Pokemon are spawning on the side of the mountain. Like, again, in the normal games, like, typically with these areas, it's just you're traveling up the mountain. But you would think, like, the Pokemon are only going to spawn in, like, the designated routes. And then once you go off, like, the designated paths and routes, there's going to be just nothing there. But here, it's literally like the Pokemon are spawning in the wild. Like, they're often just these random areas that you wouldn't expect in a Pokemon game to only see Pokemon. But you would expect, like, if this was real life and these Pokemon are in the wild, you would see them in these areas. Because this is just random wild areas. Nope, he's not shiny. Here we go. The peak. Can we get up there? The peak of Paldea. The highest point. There is a Frigibax up here, but he is not shiny. Paldea's highest peak, one of the 10 sites of Paldea. So they got 2 of these site things really close to each other. The other one was that big rock not far from here. Let's see. Let's just go back down the mountain. Let's go over by those icicle stick things. Over here is where we always start. No, wait, I didn't check that one. No, yeah, it's yellow. He's good. Ah, that one there, no. Those two, no, no. We gotta be close soon. Come on now. Crabronicle? Is that his name? Charizard beat him so I can see his name. Crabrawler. That was close enough. Crabrolicle. That might be the first evolution. Crabrolicle. Or I'm just completely... or I'm just completely making that name up. Crabrawler's that one, though. Yeah, we're 2 hours in. This is going to be our longest stream ever. It'll be worth it, though, because by the end of it, we're going to have that shiny Frigobacks. We're getting him today. We're getting shiny Frigobacks today. No more of this 4 or 5 different streams, 7 hours long. No. We're finding this sucker today. Right here, right now. Maybe not right now, but within the next hour. We'll get him. And evolving him's easy. You just have to level him up. There's no special weird thing you have to do like I had to do for King Gambit and then All Might. All Might I did it off stream. I was playing with my brother and we did it. All I had to do was, I think all I had to do was just level him up while I was playing with someone else. Hope I get my next shiny teammate today, a Shadow Wolf. Best of luck to you. Hopefully you get it today so you can keep progressing and playing through the game. Are you doing it to where it's like you get one, like you go catch a shiny after each like each checkpoint throughout the game, like each gym, for instance? When you beat the gym, you get to catch another shiny, or you're just doing it to where you can just catch them whenever? Because I see a lot of people do all those different challenges. Some people are crazy specific with the stuff they do. I'm like, why are you doing that? That's just making it like insanely hard for you. No, no. No, no, no. Oh. This is the spot where I was first really looking for them because I didn't, like I said, didn't know about the sandwiches at the start. And they'd pop up on the map. Like I look on the map here and see how there's the Pokemon that pop up. It would show Frigobacks on the map, but it wasn't actually here. So it took me forever to find these things. And eventually I watched a video and I found the location for the Dragon's Lair that I dubbed it the Dragon's Lair. Oh, I can't go down here. Every time I go down here, I start a snowstorm. The area called the Dragon's Lair. And in there, it's the guaranteed Frigoback. I don't know if it's actually... I say it's guaranteed. I don't know if it is. I've just never gone in there, I don't think, and haven't seen a Frigobacks. They're just always there. And if this was like the old games where it's like only one area guaranteed to spawn, I'd just be running in and out of that cave the whole time. But because here I can use the sandwich and they spawn all over the place, we're obviously running all along the mountain. 6 shinies hunted during the game. So you're only doing the 6 you use. Like your team is, you're only doing your team of 6. Those 6 are the shinies you're gonna use for the whole game. Got it. That's hard. I could barely just make a normal playthrough team. It was hard for me to decide what to do. Just what you just got shiny Finizen. You're just laughing at me at this point. Pokemon are just doing it to... The Poke Gods are just making fun of me at this point. They're just giving you all of them. When it took me 7 hours, 7.5, almost 8 hours to get it. They're like, well, he got it. Let's run it up on everyone else now. Give everyone... Let's just start giving out these shiny Finizens. Because just were you looking for a shiny Magikarp originally? I think that was what you said. Because you said you found a shiny Finizen when you were looking for shiny Magikarp. And I was looking for shiny Finizen, but I found a shiny Magikarp. We were exact opposites of what we wanted. Oh, you know what I wish was in this game too that I could shiny hunt? Beldum. Metagross is one of my favorite Pokemon. And as I was just saying in a stream the other day, and I posted it as a short yesterday, I think. Metagross is probably my favorite shiny Pokemon. It might be even one of my favorite Pokemon. like my favorite Pokemon. I have a team in Showdown of like some of my favorites. It's Mega Charizard X, Snorlax. It's a good team too. Mega Charizard X, Snorlax, Lapras, Gengar, Goodra, and Serperior. Charizard Mega X, like I said, is my favorite design of any Pokemon. Snorlax, I was mentioning earlier how much I love Snorlax. Lapras I really like too. That was the first Pokemon I really wanted and grinded for in Pokemon Go. When Pokemon Go first came out, Lapras was only available in 10k eggs, or you could find them in the wild, but finding one in the wild was really hard and really rare. I once was riding my bike and I had my phone in my pocket, and I get my phone out of my pocket after I was riding for a little bit, and there was a Lapras on the nearby, but it was like, I had no idea where it was far back, eventually despawned and never got it. So I grinded 10k eggs. There was this route, I would just ride up and down, up and down, up and down on my bike, hatching 10k eggs non-stop. I eventually finally got the shiny Lapras, just got a Lapras. And the reason why Lapras was so good in the early game was because Dragonite was so OP in gyms. Dragonite was such a high CP Pokemon, it was super strong, so it just block up all the gyms, because this was back when you could have multiple of the same Pokemon in the gym. So people would just put, like, you'd have like 6 Dragonites in a row, all that are crazy high CP. And it was super hard to beat, so you needed Lapras, because Lapras was an ice type, that with Dragonite being ice, flying, it was super, super effective against him. So, Lapras was a very good Pokemon at the start of Pokemon Go, and I really wanted one, so I grinded for that, and I've always really liked Lapras since then because of that. That's why he's on that team as well. Serperior I have on that team because he was my first ever starter Pokemon I used. The first Pokemon game I ever played through beginning, like on my own, beginning to end, was Pokemon Black and White. And I picked Snivy as my starter, played through with Serperior. I accidentally clicked, can I give him a nickname? And I was like, well, I don't want to give him a nickname, so let's just name him Snivy. Not thinking that when he would evolve, the name isn't going to change to Serperior, it would stay shiny. So I ended up having like a level 100 Serperior named Snivy. But that was my first ever starter. That was the first time I played through a Pokemon game beginning to end, so I've always really liked Serperior because of that. Then Goodra, I've really liked Goodra. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. When it first came out in Pokemon Go, I grinded for that. I never see Goodras in gyms. Me and my brother play Pokemon Go all the time. And every time we're in the car driving anywhere, he's always checking the gyms, putting Pokemon in gyms, catching Pokemon, spinning stops, doing the whole ordeal with playing Pokemon Go. And he always checks the gyms, and he checks gyms, and when I'm out playing, I'm always looking at the gyms too. I don't think we've ever seen another Goodra. And we hadn't seen another Komodo until recently. Komodo was the evolution, Jangmo was the first stage. We just recently saw our first ever Komodo. We have both. He has a Goodra, I have a Goodra. He's a Komodo, I have a Komodo. I found a wild Jangmo the week Alola came out. I couldn't believe it. Because normally the pseudo legendaries, when the new gen first comes out, are super rare in Pokemon Go. I was at the gym in the morning, and it was a gym I used to go to. It had a Pokestop out front, and it had a gym right on it. And every time I'd be walking in, I'm like, I might as well just check Pokemon Go, see if there's anything there, just because, like, if I check it at the same time, at the same place every day, I'm bound to get something good eventually. I got, like, a couple Ampharos spawns, I had, a Gyarados spawn one time, but the best spawn I had was the Jangmo spawn. And it happened, I want to say Alola came out on, like, that Monday, and I encountered and caught it on, like, that Wednesday. So, like, 2-3 days after it came out, I caught a wild Komodo. It was really bad, but nonetheless, I had one. I was so hyped about that. And then we found a bunch of them since then in the wild, and we've caught them all. I have one I use in Go Battle League, because it's really good in Go Battle League for Great League with close combat. I really like using that. And, I have that one that I evolved. It's like 1494 CP or something like that. It's pretty decent. And then I think I have, or at least I have a good one I want to evolve to like power up to be strong, to then put in gyms and stuff. Because I sometimes put the one I have in gyms, to flex on some people because no one else really has it. But most of the time, like, I don't like putting in gyms, because when you put it in gyms, it takes it off the Go Battle team. So then you have to go back and re-add it in for your teams and all that stuff, and it's a big ordeal. So I'm like, I don't like putting in gyms too much. But something I do drop in gyms all the time is Goodra. Because I have never seen another Goodra in a gym in Pokemon Go. And it's not like Goodra's even, I don't think it's a rare Pokemon anymore. Like, we got it literally, it was the week it came out. They had, Goodra was like, they buffed the spawns for it for something. And we were catching every single one we saw, so it wasn't like they weren't all over the place, but it was I'd say it was an uncommon spawn. Compared to what it is now, I'd say if you see a Goodra in the wild, or a Goomy in the wild, that's an extremely rare spawn, I would say. If you see a wild Goomy. But when it first came out, Goomy was like an uncommon spawn, so you could find them relatively easily if you went out and like played and tried to look for it. We found tons of them, eventually got them. I think I might have used some rare candies to evolve it, because the thing is too, Goodra, it's cool in Pokemon, in the Pokemon games, he only evolves when leveling up in the rain. So in Pokemon Go, you have to evolve him while it's rainy weather. So I had the stuff for it, but then I was waiting for rainy weather. That was the only time in my life where I'm like, oh my gosh, please start raining, start pouring. I need something, anything. And it didn't rain for like a week and a half. Then finally it rained, and me and my brothers were coming back home one day. I'm like, oh my god, it's raining. It started raining as we were driving home. Got home, threw my stuff inside, ran outside, went to went to evolve Goodra, and man, Goodra's one of my favorite Pokemon. I want to level that thing up to level 40 in Pokemon Go. I think I have the resources for it. I just haven't done it yet. I need to do that. Because Goodra's one of my favorite Pokemon. A lot of people dislike it, which I understand why. It's kind of a plain, bland Pokemon, but like, I like it. I don't know. Goodra, I just think it's so cool. Ash had one and it was cracked watching him battle with it. When he battled against, what was his name? Clement? In the gym at the electric type gym in the city based off Paris. I can't think of what it's called, but what is it called? I feel like I have it. Victor 616, your friend is a shiny Goomy. It's not in Pokemon Go. I don't think it's out. Lumio City, that's what it is. Thank you. Really? I don't think it's out in Pokemon Go. My brother has one in this game. He found I think he said he found a wild Sliggoo over, because they spawn over here. In this area, on these islands, you can get like Goomy and Sliggoo spawns. And he got a shiny one, which is sick. I'm like, I kind of want to get one of those myself. He has him Scarlet, okay. I was saying Pokemon Go, it's not out yet. If it was, I'd be out there grinding for that right now. I don't like the shiny of it too much though. I like the normal, like the lavenderish color it's got, or like the pink, the light pink, light purple, whatever you want to call it. I think it looks really cool. Pure Dragon type, one of the first pure Dragon. Like you had the Haxorus line, and I think that was it until Goodra came out. Oh, just a straight up pure Dragon, because everything else was something and something else. Here's a good fact. Did you get? I bet a lot of people didn't know. The first Dragon Fire type was Reshiram. You'd think Dragon Fire type would be like the first one you'd see, or you'd think it'd be Charizard, but it was Reshiram. One thing I always thought was weird was Blastoise didn't get a second type. Because you look at Charizard, Fire Flying. I mean, like everyone says they want it to be Dragon. And they're like, how isn't this a dragon? But it's like, Dragonite was the dragon of that gen. That's why they didn't have Charizard be a dragon type 2. Charizard was dragon flying. And I prefer how it played out. Charizard being a dragon flying, because then it made, when we got Mega Charizard X, it made it that much more special. That much more cool. So, I'm not complaining about that at all. But, everyone wishes that Charizard was that. But the thing I wish the most from Gen 1, why isn't Blastoise a Water Steel type? You know how cool that would have been? Steel. Yeah, because, yeah, Justin West. Venusaur's Grass Poison, exactly. Charizard, Fire Flying. Blastoise, Water. Why isn't he a Water Steel? I'm trying to think, was Steel type, though, even a type in Gen 1? Because if you look at it, he's got the cannons on his back. Like, what other type would fit with that? Like, it just makes sense. I'm trying to think. Gen 1 Steel. Let me check the decks. Let me check the decks. Let me pull up Pokemon Go. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I've always thought this. I've always thought Blastoise should have been a water steel type. But now that this is the first time I'm realizing steel might not have been a type then. Because for those that don't know, they added in a lot of types afterwards. Like Dark wasn't a type in Gen 1, I don't think. Psychic was. Ghost might not have been. Because Gengar might have just been a poison type and they added it later. Or it was just... Or they added Dark to balance something. Onyx, because he's a pure rock. He's a rock ground. Never mind. Steel wasn't a type in Gen 1. So then it wasn't Steel till you had Skarmory and Steelix in Gen 2. Oh my gosh. Well, that's why. Yeah, that type didn't... I've always been saying that, but that type didn't even exist then. Just got shiny Magikarp. Hey, congrats, man. You got one. Congratulations. It's a sick one, too. Gold Magikarp. Then you got the red Gyarados. The lore around it, too, is so cool. Like, having it be, like, the carp and the gold one is, like, super rare and valuable and stuff. But now, then it evolves to shiny Gyarados. And the Gyarados is red from the Lake of Rage. And, like, the lore around that one was, like, they said it was, like, red because of... Oh. Alright, Sneasel, we're fighting you. I saw, like, the blue going up from the Z's from the Snom and Frigaback sleeping, and I thought that was something over there. It wasn't, though. But, like, the lore around that Gyarados in the Lake of Rage was that it turned that way because, like, stuff Team Rocket was doing. So I'm going to shiny Magikarp and trade it for Charmeleon. Yeah, it's always funny how, like, they have had shiny Magikarp in the anime multiple times, I'm pretty sure. And it's always in some, like, funny, weird way like that. Like, they do something crazy with it. Trading it for a Charmeleon? Because it's like, oh, it's just a Magikarp. And then it evolves and it's a red Gyarados. Because that's how Magikarp always was in the show. It was like, oh my god, this is stupid, dumb, little weak Pokemon. Then it evolves. Like, oh my god, it evolved in that big, strong, crazy thing. Because in the early episode, like the anime for like Gen 1, Gyarados was portrayed as this big, evil, strong Pokemon. Like, when they'd be in the water, there was this one episode, I think it was when Ash traded... What did he trade? Butterfree? Pidgeot? He traded one of his Pokemon and they were on some ship. And the ship sunk or something like that, or something went wrong with it. And they were like, oh my god, look out for the Gyarados! And there was like Team Rocket were there as well, and the Gyarados were attacking them and stuff. It was like the Pokemon were like actual like predators there. It traded Butterfree, that's what it was. Thank you guys, thank you. Just West Victor 616. Thank you. Yeah, it traded Butterfree on the ship, and then that ship sank, and then Team Rocket and all them, they were looking out for the Gyarados because the Gyarados were attacking them. Because they were like actual like predators out there in the sea. Get him down there. Alright, we can go down here a bit. Can't go all the way down. Because it'll turn into a snowstorm. Why is there a Sneasel? Or Sandwich might be out. Misty said Magikarp don't taste good. That's a crazy thing to think about in Pokemon. Do they eat Pokemon? Because, like, I don't think in the anime we see, like, normal, like, pigs and cows and all the other chickens and all that stuff. So are they eating the Pokemon for chickens? Are they eating, if they want, like, chicken wings, are they eating a Torchic? Like, what? Alright, I think we need a new sandwich now. Fly to this spot. Yes, please. Ah. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to rest my you know, we will. We'll give Charizard some more moves. Up the PP. Because he's been beating up all those Sneasels and stuff that's been messing with us when we're looking for shiny Frigobacks. Being completely honest, I thought I would have found it by now. 100% transparent, I thought that I would have found it by now. For sure. I thought I had a good chance yesterday of finding it. Excuse me, I keep getting the hiccups and stuff. Doing only a 1 hour stream. Here we are, 2 hours, 20 minutes deep, and we still don't have it. Pay with cash. I got cash for doing this stuff. Here we go. Now we gotta eat the sand or the thing, the dish, the roasted vegetables. Brian McKinney, I'm back. Thank you so much for tuning back in. I appreciate it. Means a lot. And thanks to everyone that subscribed to the channel. It means a lot. That's tuning into the stream. Make sure you guys like the stream. Yeah, I have worked up an appetite. Out here shiny hunting. Back to here. I like this spot the best. When I first leave this area and run down. Okay. We're finding it. We're gonna get it here. Been having some nice battles? Yes, I have. Donde's been beating the piss out of all the Sneasels we encounter. Alright, first Pokemon we saw was a Cubchoo. Not off to a good... Second Pokemon we saw was a Cubchoo. Where's the... There's a Frigobacks. I was gonna say, where are they? Okay. Shiny Frigobacks. I hope that for the TCG, they end up doing Baxcalibur justice. I hope they give it something cool. Because like I was saying, the card that they gave it was so bad and so ugly. The normal holo looks okay, but it's like the normal holos aren't even cool anymore. Because they don't have a cool holo foil pattern. It's just like the lines up and down or like horizontally. Like it's not even cool. Look, I don't know if I've seen this yet. It's snowing like this on here. But it's so bad. Like, if it was the old school holofoil pattern, the holos would be so much more valued, I feel, or appreciated by fans. But they're not. It's like this cheap, dumb thing, just the lines up and down. Like, it literally looks like how Fate cards of the old cards would look, if we're being honest. It resembles that more than just, like, old school holo cards. And then, you got something like Baxcalibur. The pseudo-legendary should have some super sick card. Never, just doesn't, though. I hope it doesn't end up being like Goodra. Because for those that don't know, Goodra never got a special card until, I think, Hisuian Goodra. Hisuian Goodra, they gave it something. I think they probably gave it some, like, V cards or something like that. But it never got, like, an EX card during the EX era. Which would have been sick. Like a full art EX, or full art Goodra EX, or just a normal Goodra EX would have been awesome. Never gave it that, though. And you'd think they would have. Again, it's the pseudo-legendary of the gen. Like, why aren't they giving the pseudo-legendaries cool stuff? Then, but, like, they just gave it the holo card in the first, or the second set, and that was it. It got, like, one other holo maybe, and that was that for Goodra. Baxcalibur, they gave it the holo, and they also gave it the special art. I'm praying it doesn't end at that, though. I'm hoping they give it a crazy EX card. Like, have it be some EX full art card where he's roaring at the top of the mountain. At the highest peak on Paldea. That would be awesome. I would love that card. What's that one in the Snover? No. Oh, no. Oh, I keep yawning, sorry. Out here grinding the shiny hunt. Frigobacks, where are you? Where are you, Frigobacks? Ultra Ball. God, there was something else I wanted to talk about this stream today. What was it? It was something I feel with Gen 4. What was I going to talk about? What was it? What was it? What was it? Gen 4. Oh my god. What? I can't think of it. What was it? Something with Gen 4 and why I don't like it. Because for those that haven't watched in the past couple streams, I really don't like Gen 4. I think it's kind of bad. Mainly because I hate Dialga and Palkia. I think they are the worst legendary duo we've gotten. Looks-wise. Lore-wise, like, it's awesome. Space and time. How it played into the story with Team Galactic. Like, that was all really cool. But how they look? Ugh, they look disgusting. In my opinion. Shinies are both bad. Normal designs are both bad. Like, I don't like them. Giratina carries, and Darkrai carries as well. Cresselia is cool, a little bit. But I don't even know the lore with Cresselia. I'm trying to think of it. Just got another shiny Finizen. Are you at a mass outbreak or something? You have to be. With finding that many. Brian McKinney, what's your favorite mythical? So, let's go through the mythicals real quick. You have Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Shaman, Victini, Hoopa. Then it goes Zarude for Gen 8. What's the Gen... I was trying to think of this the other day. What's the Gen 7 mythical? Gen 7 mythical. Oh, is it? It's Magearna, isn't it? Is Magearna a mythical? I think it's Magearna. Magearna is a mythic Pokemon. Yeah. Magearna is that one. Oh, Marshadow. See, how they've gone about the legendaries and mythicals is so weird. Because I thought there was only one mythical per gen. But then, like, if you go in Pokemon Go and look up mythicals, like, Darkrai is classified as a mythical. Marshadow. Mythical Pokemon. Marshadow's from Alola, right? Yeah. No, yeah, Marshadow's that one then. Yeah. I'd say Marshadow over Magearna. But out of all those, Zarude's the new one for Gen 8. And then Gen 9, I don't think we know it yet. I think it's going to be this thing. Wrong button. I think it's going to be this thing on the bottom left with the mask. If that ends up being it, that might be my favorite mythical. I love that design right there. The concept of it with the mask, too. And it, like, moves the mask and, like, it's strong and powerful with the mask, but it's almost like this weak, timid thing behind it. I think that's a cool... I like that concept. I think that'll be cool for a Pokemon. I don't think we've had that in a Pokemon yet before. But I've seen it in, like, other animes and stuff and, like, other shows. Like, in One Piece right now, there's, the CP0 guys. This guy isn't, like, weak behind the mask, but there's the one CP0 guy at Onigashima that has the mask he holds in front of him at all times. That character design is really cool. That's the first thing I think of when I see that. And then also, too, I think in Beyblade, the guy with Death Quetzalcoatl, I feel like he had a mask as... Well, it might have been a she. They... I think had a mask as well. Like, that same concept. Like, kind of weak, scary, scaredy, timid person behind the mask, but, like, with the mask, kind of, like, super big, strong, and powerful. It's called the Teal Mask for the DLC one. think that might be the mythical. And if that is the case, that'll probably be my favorite mythical based on looks alone. If that isn't it, it's Celebi. It's got to be Celebi. Celebi's so cool. The design of Celebi, I like the movie it was in with Suicune. The shiny, awesome. The pink shiny. I saw you, Brian McKinney, you said shiny Celebi's so good. Yeah. Celebi's probably my favorite yeah, get out of here, Sneasel. Shiny Celebi's, or just Celebi's probably my favorite mythical. Also, too, Celebi has had so many good cards in the TCG. They've really juiced Celebi. People complain about Charizard getting too much attention. I mean, back in the day, Pokemon gave... Oh, see, this is where I caught my Houndstone. What is this? 5-star... Oh, those things? I don't want that thing. Celebi got all the attention back then. Celebi had a Shining card in Neo Destiny. It had a Crystal card in Skyridge. It had a Gold Star card during the EX era. It got another Shining card in Shining Legends. And I don't think it's gotten any other like crazy cards, but like you look at those three, bang, 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 3 in a row, all super crazy rarity cards, all being Celebi. And all of them look cool too. Indeedy, that's what it is. Thank you, Brian McKinney. But Celebi is really cool. Jirachi I really like as well, but I have to put Mew behind Celebi though, just because it's Mew. I would say I like Celebi more than Mew though. I would say that. Jirachi, I like the design of Jirachi. I think it's cool. It's really unique. We don't really have Pokemon that are like that. Like, it has the extra eye that opens up on its forehead. Like, I was talking about, like, the, we should get, like, an ancient Egypt-themed stuff. Or, like, Egyptian-themed Pokemon one day. Jirachi's, like, the closest thing we've kind of had to it. With, like, the headdress, like, with its head shaped like a, kind of like the headdress type thing. The triangle and the colors, kind of, it just reminds me of, like, the pyramids in Egypt and that kind of stuff. Then it's got the lore with like that special eye opening up. Like I feel it fits the vibe of like the ancient Egypt stuff so well. Could you imagine if we get that, and then we get like a form of that, like whatever the gen ends up being called. Say it's called, we'll just say Galar, is the Egypt, or let's call it Egypt, the Egypt gen. Then we get like a Egyptian Jirachi, like kind of like Galarian Jirachi or a Alolan Jirachi. Like we get the form of it for that gen. That would be really cool. Jirachi's cool. It is cool though. Jirachi's had it's got a decent shiny too. I think it's yellow and white. Oh, Celebi had the Radiant Celebi. Now think of it, in Sword and Shield, Vivid Voltage was the set. I remember I pulled the Radiant Jirachi. Those cards were so cool, and they just stopped doing it. No, not Radiant. No. Amazing Rare. Amazing Rares. I mean, it's called Amazing Rare. They had the textured backgrounds. It was like a simple artwork on design, which is like the color splatter in the background, but it was textured. The Amazing Rare logo at the bottom of the card was textured as well. Hey, Victor, thank you for watching. And they put them in the first, they had a Vivid Voltage, then a couple of sets after that, and then just kind of stopped. Like, I was hoping we'd get an Amazing Rare Lugia. That would have been so cool. With the texture and the background and everything, that would have been such an awesome card. But we never got it. Like, what Amazing Rares did we get? We got, originally, it was Raikou, Zacian, and Zamazenta, I think. Celebi, Jirachi, and Rayquaza. I think that's it for the first set, which was Vivid Voltage. Then, I don't know what set this was in. I know it was Shiny Star V for Japanese. English, it might have just been Shining Fates. But you had, I think it was Shining Fates for English. You had Amazing Rare Reshiram, Kyogre, and Yveltal. And I think those are all they made for them. That's something I'm interested, would they bring back for this gen? I'm going to make a video about that. What happened to Amazing Rares? That might be my video this weekend. What happened to Amazing Rares? Because those were such cool cards that just went away. I also want to make a video talking about Charizard. Because with Obsidian Flames coming up, I've been seeing so many people saying, can we get something other than Charizard? I was talking about this a bit yesterday. But I mean, like, come on now. Charizard is the Pokemon. Of course we're going to get a lot of Charizard. And then all this stuff where we've gotten it makes sense. None of it hasn't made sense. I think this is the first Arctibax we've seen that wasn't up on that one spot on the cliff there. All the other Arctibax we've seen have been up on that one cliff. This is the first one we found just normally in the wild. Which is crazy to think about because we've been walking around here for 3.5 hours. We're looking for the Frigabax though. I'd be cool with finding a shiny. Oh, did you see the blue on that one's back? It was like different. I thought that was the shiny one. I'd be cool with the shiny Arctibax. I mean, the thumbnail I have shiny Frigabax because look at how many Frigabax we're seeing. Shiny hunting's hard, man. This isn't easy. Like with this one, with how many we see, I genuinely thought we'd get one within the first 30 minutes to an hour. Like that's what I thought. We're 3.5 hours in. There's no way this lasts longer than Finn is in, right? No way. Finn is in with 7.5. Auto battle them? Why? Does that make more spawn? I'm just running away. Because, like, look, I run off and run back in, and there's... Oh, wait, no, these are all the same ones. Charizard, get him! Does auto battling them help boost my shiny odds? Is that a thing? You can't kill a shiny. Someone else said that. I didn't know that. So, what would happen? Does it just not battle it? Or is it like force encounter you with it? Like, how does that work? Not shiny, is it? No. Your Pokemon just don't battle it? They just stay right in front of it? None of those are shiny. I can just tell by looking at them. Ooh, look at that raid over there. That looks cool. Not shiny. Not shiny. Nope, not shiny. Great, now the snowstorm's coming in, and now we won't be able to see anything. None of those 4 are shiny. Let's check what that raid is. There's no... These Pokeballs have to respawn. There's no way I haven't gotten them all by now. 2-star. That might be the Galar bird. Take out the Levi's. Take them all out, Donde. See, down on the side of the mountain here, there's always a lot of them. Problem is that you have to be careful you don't leave the mountain area. Because if you go low enough, you're technically not in the mountain anymore. And I don't think they spawn anywhere besides on the mountain. No. Titan. What do these Frigaback scales do? Like, I keep getting them. Is it items to make moves? Probably. Oh, so that means you don't have to get so close until you finish. Oh, it's fine. We're fine what we're doing right now. Well, to be fair, we're probably not, because we haven't gotten it yet. I think we've got to find this. I thought there was no doubt in my mind going into this stream that I wasn't going to get it today. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. We're going to stream, we're going to have a shiny Excalibur, and that'll be the end of it. No, here we are. Hours later. And the thing is, when we find this shiny, it's just trotting around like it's no big deal. It's just walking around acting like it's not something special. It doesn't even know. Like Finizen. Shiny Finizen was just swimming through the water. And the thing is, I almost missed it. It like spawned like in the middle of my screen, and I was talking about something. I had my controller set down, I'm pretty sure. It was just swimming off the screen. And then I look up, and it's about to swim off the screen, and I'm like, holy crap, there's the shiny Finizen, and we ran over and got it right away. Thankfully, we caught it easily. Let's go to that place over there, that waterfall out there. I think stuff normally spawns over there, too. No. Oh, I see what you guys mean. You're saying to throw it out there so I don't have to get so close to where I have to run up and look at it. I got you. I understand. Hey, Victor, thank you for tuning back in. I appreciate it. It means a lot. I'll let you know, we still haven't found the shiny. But we're not giving up. We're still looking. Hunting. Searching. For shiny Frigabacks. Where is it? Where is he? Yeah, keep going. We're going. We're going. I mean, we're gonna get it. If we don't get it today, we'll stream again tomorrow. And hopefully we'll get it tomorrow. We're gonna get Herba Mysticas. I have 2 spicy Herba Mysticas. I have 2 of the spicy Herba Mist. Actually, no, I might have 3. I was doing raids the other night, and I got more, I think. Where is it? Yeah, spicy Herba Mist. I have 3 of them. Oop, nope. This is my spot? No, this is my spot, bruh. This is where I go to train. This is where I go to search for the shiny... Look, that's supposed to be Kalos, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That should be the Kalos region over there, but guess what? It's not. You know what it is? It's the DLC. That isn't Kalos. It should be Kalos, because if you look on a map in real life, you have Spain. What's right next to Spain? France. What are these 2 regions based off of? Paldea, Spain. Kalos, France. It's literally like Pokemon are doing everything in their power to not give us Mega Evolutions. They want us to never have them again. It's almost like Pokemon hate Megas. You ever think about that? It's literally like the Pokemon Company hate Mega Evolutions. Because, I mean, why? I don't understand why the DLC isn't Paldea. I mean, isn't Kalos. It makes no sense to me. Like, if you really think about it, they have to hate Mega Evolution. There's no other way behind it. Pokemon hyped it all up when we first got it. It was big and great. And then they just moved on and went away from it. And all we want is for them to go back to that. But they refuse to do so. Pokemon hates Mega Evolution. I stand by that statement. Because they hyped it all up. They gave us all this cool stuff when Kalos and Gen 6 first came out. We had the remakes of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. We had Megas in there. We had Mega Legendaries. We had all kinds of amazing stuff surrounding Mega Pokemon. It was so cool, so awesome, so exciting. And then, ever since then, there's been nothing. They haven't brought them back. You were able to use them in Gen 7, Gen 7 OU, all that battling and stuff. You were able to use them in that stuff. But ever since then, haven't been able to use them anymore. Haven't been bringing them back in any of the other games. They were literally doing everything they can to not give us Mega Evolution. They didn't give us a third game for X and Y. Where's X, Y, Z? Why didn't we get that as a game? Another game with Mega Evolution. They withheld that from us. And also, too, with this generation, Paldea is based off Spain. Kalos is based off France. Spain and Kalos are right next to each other on the map in real life. You pull up the map. To the northeast, there's this grayed out area. What is that grayed out area? If you look at a real life map, that is France in real life. But in Pokemon but in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, is that France or Kalos? No. It's this weird DLC that we're getting that is based off some area we don't even know. Pokemon hate Mega Evolution, and I stand by that statement. It's ridiculous. Just give us the Megas. That's all we want. Bring back the Megas. I can't complain about the cards because they brought back the lowercase EXs, but the Megas are something they need to bring back as well. Maybe not the cards, because the cards, it's only if it's still there in the normal games and stuff, so I understand not having it, but I want the Mega Evolution Pokemon so bad. Citadel. That one fall over? Oh no, I thought he fell over on his back. Not shiny. Because you look at... I mean, to be fair, Z-moves are kind of done and dusted now. But the thing is, no one's asking for Z-moves to come back. No one's asking for Gigantamax to be in this game. Like, we were cool with that for that gen, and, like, we're over it. But the one that the fans really want... Like, it was the first gimmick, too. You would think because it was the first one, and because it was so successful, they'd pump it out more and more. Because that's normally what Pokemon... who just got shiny Meowscarda? Seriously? Hey, congrats, man. That's sick. That's a good one. The starter? That is awesome. Congratulations. But you would think that with it being the first gimmick that they'd keep pumping it out. Because, like, you look at all the other stuff that's firsts in Pokemon. Like, the first starter trio. We get that all the time. Like, you get those all over the place. People literally complain that there's too much of Charizard and all those things. People complain there's too much Gen 1, which is the first generation. Look, they're printing Pokemon 151, a set based on just the first generation of Pokemon. Everything that's the first, fans love, or Pokemon seems to love to make again and again and again. Look at the games. You had the original games, then you had Fire Red, Leaf Green, then you had Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee, and then in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you go back to Gen 1, which that's really cool. I love that. That's one of my favorite games ever. But again, it's an example of them using the original stuff again. And then with the gimmicks being such a big deal, like this terrestrializing stuff is so forced. Like the Gigantamax and stuff was like cool. It made a little sense with the region and stuff, like with Eternatus and the lore around that. And then with the battling and stuff, how Donde's the big bad champion with the big bad Charizard, like it made sense. Z-moves made sense with the crystals on the island and the dances and stuff they did. That all made sense with the lore surrounding it. Mega Evolution is just perfection. Don't even need to explain that. But then this terrestrializing stuff, they made that because they felt like they needed to keep doing the gimmicks and stuff. They need to keep pushing it out there. So it's something that they're consciously continuing to do and continuing to add. But they don't go back to the original one that the fans want the most. Like, no one's asking for more Gen 1 Pokemon cards. No one's asking for the 151 set. No one's asking for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Like, that's just stuff they just gave us. They're force-feeding it to us. But then the one thing we're begging them for, they're just not giving it to us. For Rigorath. 4-star raid, don't want to do that. It's like, I just don't understand it. Why are Pokemon withholding Megas from us? So much. It's like, it's literally like they're trying to. And they were so cool when we got them. They did so much awesome stuff with it. Or maybe they're trying to fabricate, like, nostalgic love for it. Maybe they're trying to do it to where they had it, and they know they went all out when they had it. And they know it was amazing and it was awesome when they first released it. And so, they leave it at that. They don't want to add anything else because they don't want to mess it up or make fans think they make it worse than what it originally was. So they just leave nothing. There is nothing, no remnants or anything about Mega Evolution. There's not even the thought of it in these other games. So then eventually, when it comes time for them to make the remakes for X and Y, we get Mega Evolution. And that'll be the first game where we get Mega Evolution back since it was originally there. And as a result, everyone absolutely loves and adores it. Oh my gosh, Megas are finally here. And those games become a smashing success and become what many believe to be the best Pokemon games of all time. Imagine if that's what they're trying to do. If that is the case, I mean, it's going to take a little while, but in the end, the payoff will probably be worth it. Yeah, they're not, like, the Megas aren't coming back. I don't think they are. Gimme Ghoul, how many are we going to get? 10, let's go! That's a good one. 10 Gimme Ghoul coins? I think the most we got before on stream was 2. We got 5 times that. They pouring? I didn't want to go down there. Alright, I was going to go up. Yeah, because they don't listen to the community. That's one issue Pokemon do have. It doesn't seem like they really listen to the fans or community that much. Now, they'll come... Once they remake X and Y, Megas will be back in those games. 1,000,000%. If they do... Like, what... Why wouldn't they have them... They're remaking X and Y. Why wouldn't they have Megas in that? That wouldn't make any sense at all. If that is the case, then they really do hate Mega Evolution. There's no doubt about it then. But they will be back then. Because let's think. We can figure out what year it'll be. Because new Pokemon games come out every 3 years. You do... Oh, there's a Gimme Gold up here. The kind of cycle right now is you have new game, DLC, remake, new game. That's kind of what it is. 2022 was new game. 2023, DLC. 2024 will be remake of, I mean, going in order, it should be Black and White. Then 2025, new gen. 2026, DLC. 2027, what, about 4 years from now? XY remakes. Sorry. The Pokemon Company said it puts too much strain on the Pokemon's bodies. Could you imagine? Yeah, guys, we're not doing Mega Evolutions. It's too much for the Pokemon to handle. So we're going to not do Mega Evolutions anymore, and you guys aren't going to get it anymore. Yeah, we know you guys love them. Yeah, the cards were awesome. Yeah, the show was awesome. The anime was awesome. Yeah, all of the The games were awesome. Yeah, the mega forms are really cool. Yeah, you guys love the mega orbs and how it all worked. The mega stones, the keystones. Yeah, you love the whole concept and how everything works, but too much for the Pokemon. We're not having that in there. I mean, to be fair, we saw a lot of megas in Journeys just now. We saw Diantha, Mega Gardevoir, Cynthia, Mega Garchomp, and Elan, Mega Charizard. All three of which were really strong. Yeah, Elan got smoked, but he was against Leon. All three were really strong in there, so it shows that, like, think about that for a second. 3 of the Masters 8. No, Steven Stone did too. Half the Masters 8 had megas. So Pokemon are they're toying with us. They're dangling it in front of our faces. They're like, hey, you see these megas? Yeah, these are the strongest things in Pokemon. We have the Masters 8 of the strongest 8 trainers in the Pokemon world. Half of Ash had Mega Lucario. 5 of them out of the 8. Only 3. Leon, Iris, and Lance. Those are the only ones that didn't have megas. Everyone else did. So they're literally saying the strongest stuff is the mega Pokemon, and they're just not giving it to us. It's just ridiculous. I'm going to make a video about that. I'm going to make a whole video about that. Alright, I think the sandwich is up. So, let's go to the Dragon's Lair, where we get the guaranteed Frigibax spawn. How are the Tatsugiri all the way up here? I thought they're supposed to be by the water. Oh my god, there's not a Frigibax here. You got Yungoos crawling out of the walls. I don't know if I've ever not seen a Frigibax here. Glalie jaw breaks when a Mega Evolves. Yeah, like, cracks open. It looks sick, though. It looks so cool. You have 3... You got the... 3 shiny Chestnut? Damn, congrats. Get this Go-Go out of here. Done it! Let's go! There we go. Thank you. Shiny Chestnut's kind of cool. I did the community day for in Pokemon Go. Quilladin? I'm not gonna lie. So I watched the XY anime. Like, I watched it when it first came out. But I never, like, sat down and watched every single episode beginning to end. Like, I knew what happened. I saw the battles and stuff. But I didn't see, like, every episode. I sat down and watched the whole thing. It was, like, right when Journey started. So, 2019, 2020. I think it was 2020. I sat down and watched the whole... Not in one sitting, but, like, I watched the whole XY anime. In the episode where there's a Quilladin, he's, like, in love with Serena's Braixen or something like that. But they had that Quilladin in the episode. I had never seen Quilladin before that. I don't know how, but I'm positive. Before that episode, I had never seen Quilladin. And I could not believe that's what it looked like. I was like, that might be the single ugliest looking starter Pokemon there is. Yeah, it's second stage, or it's the second the evolution of the starter Pokemon. I think it's technically first stage, because evolution stages, you go base, first stage evolution, second stage evolution, so Charizard would be second stage evolution, Charmeleon would be first stage evolution, and Charmander's just base, because it's not an evolution, because it's just a basic Pokemon. But Quilladin, whatever you want to call it, is just, what? I couldn't believe that thing. It was so weird, so gross. I'm like, this thing is just, it is something else. But we're going to end this stream there today. I thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to everyone that was in here in the stream today. You guys are all the best. Victor616, Brian McKinney, Justin West, Shadow Wolfman, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Everyone that tuned in today, thank you guys so much. We will be live tomorrow again. I'll try to go live around noon again. If not, it'll be 1 as normal. But that is all for today. I thank you all so much for watching. by Amazing Stream. Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tell your buddies to check out the stream. Say, there's this crazy guy, the Poke Playa. He's out there assembling an elite team of shinies, and he's grinding right now, looking for that shiny Frigabax. We're going to hopefully find it tomorrow. Look, Citadel's there getting excited for us. He's like, you're going to find it tomorrow. Don't you worry. Hopefully we'll find it tomorrow. Stream going live again tomorrow. But that is all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and this is the